Okay, and we're back to Basenji, where it's the beginning of a new turn. It's June 2024. We've recently appointed Adnan Bilal to our citizenship, Ministry of the Citizenship. We currently, do we have a... No, there was a BLF base here, but we took it down, which is nice. We need to improve our relationship with Axtijan in 8 months to get plus 10 with U-Lot, which is going to be an interesting one. Because we're not a huge fan of you, are we? No. We are currently producing all the manufactured food we require for the moment. We're currently producing some. This is the big question, wasn't it? This was the big question. We're producing all of our household appliances, but we're currently importing aluminium to do it because we have to. We have no source of bauxite in Basenji. We're currently importing electrical goods. Which means it's difficult because it's very possible that we're going to have to basically import bauxite to smelt specifically to make enough aluminium to have both household appliances and electronics running as well, if you want to supply their own needs there. Luckily, we got plenty of gold, so we can also work on building up our gold resources, because we got plenty of gold. This is currently producing 65 gold. We're exporting most of it. Because we're not using it. Right, so the major things at the moment we're concerned about is, first of all, is there a BLF presence? No, there is not. Point the first, good, sorted. Point the second, any pollution issues, traffic issues? No, traffic is okay. At the moment, we need to build a museum in Karif to make you happy. 3 months, I can sort that out, no problem. Bam. Build construction, build me a museum. It's going to cost me what? It's going to cost me 40. I'll take that. And Karif has to be next to a town, right? Once per province. We'll put it next to Kadir. Bam. Enjoy your museum. Next turn you'll be happy with me. Objective completed. Policy unlock. Loyalty increased. Minister favor earned. You've unlocked regulate cryptocurrency. So we can turn that on to reduce prosperity slightly. Gives me an increase in stuff and reduces corruption at all. That's fine, I'm okay. At the moment, corruption isn't really a problem, so I'll let that be. What are we going to turn on here? Everything here is workers' compensation. We'll turn on workers' comp. We'll turn on workers' comp. We don't necessarily turn it on, but we're going to research workers' comp. Right, you're working on that, which is good. You've got points for finance, that's money, and that's also intelligence. However, what are the financial buildings that I need your thing for? We can natural history ring. By teaching people about Basenji's diverse ecosystem, we can unlock the secrets of preserving our environment. Wing of military triumphs, an exploration into what makes Basenji the greatest nation in the world through the lens of our many conquests are bound to inspire conservatives. And Wing of American atrocities. By holding the United States accountable for their support in cruel Salman regime, we will earn easy favor with the Russians. So we can immediately... Wow. See, have we got a second museum? Is this just we've got a hospital here. So focus on the palace, focus on refineries, power plants, military bases, intelligence agency, plastic factories, mines, manufacturing. Okay, so we can't do much there. Intelligence agencies, Russian embassy. We can curry favor with the Russians very easily. I don't particularly want to, because this is 2024 Russia. Which means Putin's probably still in charge. There's the hospital, we can upgrade you. I need to get you happy again. You're still like, ish, because you're happy, you're ish, you're happy, you're happy, you're happy-ish. Happy with leadership. You're content. Oh yeah, you do have a mission. I do need to get... Okay, that needs to happen then. That does actually require it happening, because I need that point. I need your favor for increasing my seaport. I need that favor to increase my seaport. So, let's have a quick chat with Axtijan. We can if you get a smelter online, we can export gold bars. If you get a smelter online, we can start exporting gold bars because we're currently exporting gold to. We're exporting gold to Axtijan. So we can in fact build a smelter, start smelting some of that gold and exporting the gold bars instead until we're ready to start building our own stuff. Hang on, damn it. I'm gonna go back over there. Turns out that actually is a better place for it because there's too much stuff going on over there. Okay, well. Just got the extra people for me. For putting, because Rumai's got 29 people. Rumai's positive. Kashika's almost positive. Tempted to build. How much for smelter? Smelter would be 20. Really? I can put you like over here. You can smelt it right out of the ground. For 20, that's relatively cheap. Which point we can start producing gold bars. Thank you very much. It's missing a road connection. That is it. That's gold ore, isn't it? It's gold ore. Gold mine producing gold for smelters. Smelter? You're not missing. What are you talking about? You're producing gold over there. What are you complaining about? Missing road connection that leads to a manufacturing plant. Oh, leads to a manufacturing plant. Nothing we have is currently... Attempt to export as much as possible. That's fine. We've got no need. We have no inherent need for that. That said, how much would a manufacturing plant would be? 40. Because that means you can start producing our own luxury goods, which probably could give us quite a bit of money. Actually, that probably could give us quite a bit of cash. How much are we getting? We're getting between 44 and 74. So possibly next turn. Potentially next turn. Because our international exports is oil for 13, household goods from 1920 to 21. Good. Are we actually importing food? We are importing a little bit of food from the manufacturing plants. How's our power doing? Power doing fine. We are exporting some household goods. Yeah. Building a manufacturing plant isn't necessarily a bad idea. Over here in Kefal or something. There's another manufacturing plant over here. Put them next to Kalusia as well or something. You're still having issues with your pollution. Oh, it's not traffic. It could be pollution. No, it's traffic pollution. It's traffic pollution. So if we go for traffic lens, upgrade for 15, that entire bit over there. At some point I kind of want to do that. It doesn't have to necessarily be now though. This entire segment's going to cost me 21 to... No, okay, we'll wait for a bit. We shall wait for a bit. Ah... It is warm right now. Like it was raining earlier, but it's kind of stopped and it's kind of left quite humid. I wanted to go back to... Because when it was raining, it was glorious. I love it when it rains. It's like good meaty rain as well, you know? Good like proper rain, which honestly shouldn't be happening in this country, but there you go, global warming. We shouldn't be getting tropical rain, but we're getting tropical rain, so... Luckily I like tropical rain, but it really shouldn't be happening. I remember as a kid at school being taught like the different kinds of rain. You have cold front rain and tropical rain and elevation rain. Whereas like a cold front rain is when there's a hot zone and then a cold front comes in. The cold front slides under the warm front, and that pushes the warm air up, which causes condensation, makes it rain down. And that rain is quite thin. It's not heavy rain. It's a constant drizzle. So a cold front meeting a warm front results in a constant drizzle, which is what the UK has had forever. Tropical rain is basically intense heat causing evaporation to fill up humidity, which then eventually crashes out of the sky in a torrential rainstorm. And that shouldn't happen in this country. Like, the UK is as far north as, like, Canada, right? We are as north as Canada right now. We are way warmer than we should be given our latitude because of the transatlantic currents. Like, we are way warmer than we should be. But we are further north than everything but Alaska. It's New York. I think New York is the same latitude as like Lisbon. New York gets blizzards every year, and south of Portugal is fantastically beautiful. And exactly this, and it's weird. It is odd. But yeah, so there is frontal rain. I think it's called frontal rain, where the two fronts meet and the cold front pushes the warm front up and that rains. Then there's tropical rain, which is when the heat causes ground moisture to evaporate and go into the air, and it falls down again as rain. And then there's elevation, which is when warm air comes in, usually from the sea, and goes up in elevation, cooling down and making the water crash out of it. And that's a mixture. That can be quite hard as well, depending how strong the wind is. But the point is, tropical rain shouldn't be happening in the UK. That's my overall point here. Is that tropical rain should not be happening in the UK, and yet it is with regularity, increasing regularity. Increasing regularity. I love tropical rain, but it shouldn't be happening. Anyway, 4 points left over. You're now important, aren't you? This costs a ton of money, but we need to start thinking about this at some point. In the meantime, go rest somewhere. Benifa. Arif. Okay. Benifa. Saba. I like the prosperity is getting super high. Right, okay, so we've got that. I don't want to be spending more money than I have to.
Yes.
Again, you can relax for a turn. Am I building extra roads? No. So yeah, so we've done... Yeah, so okay, diplomacy, there you go. Let us export to you. We can't export gold bars, can we? No. That's why. They're giving us these things. We can give them those things. Nobody wants gold bars. So I do actually want to put down... Okay, in this case, I do actually want to put down a smelter. That solves that. No, not a smelter, not a smelter, not a smelter. I want to put down a manufacturing plant. That has to be next to a town. Put you over here. You were producing luxury stuff. Produce luxuries, at which point we will diplomacy. We will... Can we export... We can... Kalshara wants luxuries. Oh, they want luxuries as well, so we can export luxuries to you. Then negotiate trade. Give you extra luxury goods. Offer is made up a stand. It's doing okay. It's doing okay. You could export consumer electronics, but there's literally... You know what? Let's do that anyway. Actually, hang on. Do I want to do that now? You know what? We're going to import gold bars from you. We're going to import gold bars from you. Which means A, you like us. Next turn you'll be like all happy because you're all 50-53 good, which means you're good. It also means that we're basically baking some gold bars here. We're turning all these gold bars into luxury goods, at which point we're selling them again. It seems to be it's a 2-to-1 stuff, so it's hopeful that we're importing gold bars as well. And we're going to make all this stuff and we're going to sell it again. Works for me. Suleiman. I'm going to pop one of your monies just so I don't end the turn with super low money. Right. Budget reviews. And I can lower public safety. No, I can't. Public safety. It could, but it's too soon. Correct? Yes, way too soon for that. It is way too soon for that. Hey, Sky Days. Bro, I'm pretty well. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? How are you coping? I'm hydrating. Oh, yeah. You can hear me hydrate now. There's some drinking ASMR. Yay! All OK is good stuff. All OK is very good stuff. Canadian Pagan with a raid! Hey! This guy has been. He needs to hydrate us some more. Canadian Pagan with a raid! Thank you very much. Charge! With the Resident Evil 2. Nice. And the Call of Pripyat clips. Well done. That's a good little laugh. I like that. What's that? That is...
Bells are on cooldown.
Stone Shard. Good heavens. I have not touched Stone Shard in quite a while. I was thinking about Stone Shard the other day, actually. I had a look to see how much has changed. Ah! Nice. I approve. It's a good roar, that. Well done. Ah, oh, man, I remember Stone Shard. Stone Shard was fun. So that's my bread and butter. Yeah, I tried it a while back. I tried it quite a while back. And I really enjoyed it. I really quite enjoyed it. So I was thinking at some point I might go back to it. There's a lot of games I want to go back to recently. There's a lot of games I want to go back to. Struggled getting all the way to the Troll and Permadeath. Did I get to the Troll and Permadeath? I can't remember if I did now. I can't remember where I stopped. I can't remember where I stopped, actually. It's a very good point. Did the Troll exist last time I played? I don't know. Honest answer to that question. But yeah, thank you very much for the raid. Hope your stream is alright. I hope you've had a good time. Been playing Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 was good fun. I enjoyed Resident Evil 2 quite a bit. I did the whole thing on stream over a couple of weeks. No, not last year. Year before last. Because last year I did Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil, which was pretty good, but 2 is way better than 3. Like 2 is in an entirely different ballpark than 3. 3 was a bit just not as fun, I think. Yeah, but I did on camera. I think all of Claire. Did we do Claire? Or did we do Leon? I can't remember what we did on stream. So no, I personally have done all of them. I've done Claire and Leon, both A and B, on hardest off camera, but I can't remember what version I did on stream. Does anyone remember what I did on stream? Last played RE2 in the N64. Nice. I didn't play RE2 back then. Was it on the N64? Oh yeah, I seem to remember that I didn't play them back then because I wasn't a friend of the old tank controls. The old tank controls like ticked me off. Which is where I'm very happy that the Resident Evil 2, the remake, is what it is, because that is genuinely how to do a remake. That was perfect. That was exactly what I wanted out of a remake. Like, understand the old game, but bring it up to modern standards. Understand what you got out of the old game and make it good now. Some remakes just like stick so much to the old stuff that it kind of loses out what it could have brought. And thing is, I don't know if I want an RE4 remake. If you'd asked me that after RE2, I would have said yes. After RE3, I don't know. That's the genuine truth. If you'd asked me after RE2, I would say yes, give me an RE4 remake. Then after RE3 came out, I was like, do I really want one though? Because I don't want them to change a thing. That's the only problem. I don't want them to change a thing about RE4. Not a thing. RE4 is just so good. RE3 was a disappointment. RE3 felt like they went, "Oh my god, this is money. We can remaster old games for instant profit," and this didn't put the amount of care and attention that they put into 2 with it. Yeah, RE4 is massive. Like modern Resident Evil Not counting 7 and 8. I haven't played 8 yet. 7 and 8 went in an entirely new direction. I loved 7. 7 was really good, but it's an entirely new direction. It's not the same direction as the previous games. But basically, RE4 was what shaped every RE game between 4 and 7. Every single game, every single remake, every single Revelations, all that stuff was all inspired by RE4. And RE4 has enormous shoes to fill. I heard that as well. I haven't played Village yet, but I heard it's the closest to RE4 in first person. I do want to play Village. I might do that this year for Halloween. Although I've got so many games I want to play on Halloween. There's too many games, too little time to play. Right. Well, I do get a chat, but I also want to keep aware of what's happening here because I was going to get distracted and I'm going to forget everything. I think we're done. There's nothing I wanted to spend my last point on, is there? There's nothing I want to change in here. Everything's fine. I mean, I would go back to internet censorship, but I can't for some bizarre reason. You're done. Yours going to take forever. Veterans benefits soon. Tariq Badur, works comp has just started. Wind power, that's going to take a while. Actually, this is like wind power is going to happen next turn. If that takes over, wind power is going to happen next turn. Bum, 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 bum. Hey man, my backlog is you have no idea. Like more games come out per day than I have time to play them. Which is sometimes where I just can't go back. People say, why did you play this game again? Like, because there's too many other games. That game I love that game, but I'm probably never going to play it again because I just haven't got the time for it. You know, let's end the turn. Yeah, I'm not going to just waste the point because I don't have to. You're having a movement over there. Okay. Excellency, environmentalists are concerned about the poaching of a protected species of mountain goat by rural villagers in Benifa. In Benifa? Okay. And they're asking you to put a special law enforcement task in place. Rural improvement in Benifa can suffer. I'm happy to go either way on this one. It's kind of sad. Like, I'm happy to go either way here, because the rural can suffer, but then so can the environment quality, so swings and roundabouts. Can I go to what's if I go to beneath stats by province? No, provincial statistic. No. I want it. No, I want this. I want to see the stats of Benifa. Damn it! I want to see the Benifa stats. Like, what's happening to Benifa's environmental quality? It's a protected species of mountain goat. No, screw it. Let's capitalize my anti-rural stance. Bunch of money, yay. 52. It decayed by 1? Oh, come on. Piddle. Right, fine. So that's what's happening here. So we're producing and exporting a bunch of gold. We're earning 29 from that. We're also importing extra gold because we have to. We're literally bringing in gold and sending back some at the same time we're doing that. And it's literally double, isn't it? It is 65 and 40 is 104-ish, which halves to 52, of which we're using 24 and selling back 28. Fine, whatever. It'll have to do, which means I'm no longer I can no longer afford to export gold. Because I'm not exporting gold anymore. But it does mean that the commodity prices of luxury goods is pretty high compared to, like, say, oil and other things I'm exporting, like processed food. Consumer electronics is actually more expensive. Okay, well, fine. I guess an iPad costs more than a ring. Of course it is, it's an iPad. It costs like the moon. I still need to 1 point with you lot. 1 bloody point. I mean, can I exchange my... Hang on. Are we go to this. 40... Oh no, I can just import. If I import more aluminium, I can just produce way more household appliances. Yeah, we'll import aluminium. That's fine. Coal and oxygen. I'd like to import some aluminium, please. 60, nice. 57. So you're happy with this, right? We're at 50 bloody 7. You better be happy with this. Bloody Nadaradad. Man, the fact that Saba's at 43%, that is genuinely a surprise. What was that dip? What was that dip? What the hell happened there that the communist support took a massive dive? No idea. Was it just there, or was it across the board? No, it was literally just in Saba. Something happened in. Oh, there was a little bit of a dip in Rumai, but there was something. We've over recovered from that. It's still odd. The immigrants are going down slightly. Interesting. Right. Anyway, that's that done. What's happening this turn? Anyway, let's check with that. Yep, that's a horrible location, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's see if we can bypass that with a little bit of road building. That there, and immediately upgrade that a couple of times. That's going to help that a bit. Let's improve that road a smidge, and that road a smidge. What's the export? What are the export roads like? That's fine. That's still a mess. Yeah, I've got to upgrade these roads. Especially these ones. I think this one's definitely causing a problem. I can upgrade these across the board here. So, is it... Upgraded that one. Fine. That road probably doesn't have to be there, if I'm brutally honest with you. 37, 28, 35, 49, 49, 48%. That's old numbers, though. Alright, hopefully we can bypass that a bit. Okay. Actually, good point. Any news of BLF bases? Nope. So far the BLF is happy with us. Which way am I building now then? Because oxygen is fine. What's low at the moment? Entertainment's kind of low. Yeah, so what can we do to help with entertainment? A stadium, one per province, increases massive entertainment. Hotel increases net. Public garden is entertainment as well. Museum does education. Casino does entertainment, but hits public safety hard. The lasers minus 30. Although this is plus entertainment as well. Okay, so we're supplying that. We're not supplying those, but that's because we haven't really got the choice. That's fine. We're importing a lot of food still. The more food we import, the more it's for us. So we're going to build some more food. We're going to build another agricultural field. You know, so that's what? That's 75. That's 46. That is not 79. That's 82. Not going to be over here. Karish does a lot of. See, we've got so many extra workers here. I think you can end up being very industrial over there. So you got, was it 80, 80, 80, 80 over here, 90 over there, 99 over there. There you go. Put a farm over there. Okay. So we can upgrade you with natural resources. Yeah, I'm looking. Actually, hang on. So, do I switch you to green economy immediately? That's the big one. Do I just switch you to green economy immediately? if I do that, again, I don't need your favors anymore. Although it's gonna, no, I can't. I need a better economy before I can do that. I can't afford to do that. It's gonna trash my income. Every polluting building adds 3 Basenji bucks at operating costs, which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 3, 36. It's gonna add 36 to my budgets. Which takes me down to what, about 45. Yeah, it takes me down to exactly 45. The flip side of that is that all my environmental goes up. My environmental goes up. My climate leadership goes to. If my climate leadership goes roof there, it means I can change my foreign affairs to focus on something else. I can prioritize some diplomacy or something. Maybe like rule of law. How are you doing citizenship? This. Well, okay, fine. So far, so dandy, I suppose. Okay, so entertainment. So entertainment and public security are my biggest. Public safety, the first ones there. Bureaucratic policing, travel bans, regional budget. Regional budgets. I can increase regional budgets for a bit. I mean, if I. Okay, so I'm on 81. If I put everything up to at least a 4, how much money is that going to tank me? If I put everything to at least a 4, how bad is that going to hit my wallet? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to click the confirm changes thing. That's insane. I'm not doing that. I'm just checking how much the hit to my wallet is. That's way too much. Holy crap. No. In fact, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So hang on, that's 5, it's 15. 15, 19, 23, 25 times 4. It's 50. Here's my wallet for 50. It will take everything up a notch. What's my current tax figures? 132 a turn. Increase. What can you do to increase entertainment? That will increase entertainment. So yes, when that happens, never mind. Entertainment's coming from here, and also the raw internet access as well. Okay, that's fine, I suppose. That'll have to do. Oh god, warm and sticky. That's not good. We're currently okay. We're not importing anything that we're, other than the electronic consumer goods, we're not really doing anything that we need to import here. That's gonna, food's gonna go up, not by 65, but it is gonna go up. And let the turn pass, I guess. I do want to do something with it. I want to earn more intel. I mean, how much build this the condensed site? 70. Okay, so not yet, but I do want actually. How much power does that require? 30 power. Fine then. I'll build. Actually, we're about to learn wind power, so fine. Let the turn pass. See what wind power gives us. You better be happy with this. Chinese government is offering to sell an advanced military helicopter to the Basenji Armed Forces. We'll take 1. We'll take 3. With a deal like basically pay 2, buy 2, get 1 free. Or no, I'll take 1. I'll take 1 helicopter unit. airborne's over there. Because an airborne unit costs 25, so we got it for half price. Not for half price, we got it for 20% off. You got veterans benefits. You can turn that on for 5 a turn, which takes me down to that, but it means every turn a random military unit will gain loyalty while we have veterans benefits turned on. And you are happy with that. You learn to wind power. And you finished all the power supplies stuff. Finish all the power supply stuff. And hi, Scottney. Right. Let's level this place up, shall we? It's going to cost me 15 and 1. Bam. Tier 2 seaport. The Tier 2 seaport, what does that do for our diplomacy? Because we have a Tier 2 seaport. We're not like-minded. But we could get level 1 with Russia right now. We could not get level 1 with America because we haven't got 6 international security. We could not get level. We can get level 1 with Russia, not anything else. Not if I want to, but we could if I. Like, all I need to do is press. That's a lie, isn't it? Because all I need to do is build the embassies. If I build the embassies, you know what? Let's build the embassies. That's going to cost me for an embassy. To try to Chinese trade contracts cost me 20. That cost, you know, for 40, I'll get them both for 40. Oh no, that's a bit of a poo. That's the Russian one. That's the Chinese one. And we'll make the American one as well, so we can keep everybody happy. It was something along the lines of if this is built beside an embassy, you get intelligence from it. Which is kind of what I shouldn't. Actually, is that even possible to do it here? Because everything needs to be near town. No, I don't think it would have been possible. This is the most possible place for me to put it. I wish I could put it there. Wish this expanded over there. Rostaris, can you just build in that square, please? I don't even know if they can expand. Fine, I'll put you there. Rostaris. Right, we got full embassies now. We can plan a bilateral agenda. We can do that. We cannot do that because this requires international diplomacy more than 6. And that's our current diplomacy standing. We're trending to 4, so it's not good. They're like-minded. Unfortunately, they're the 2 like-minded ones. Like, the Russia one is the one where we can actually do stuff with. Anyway, that's now got money coming in. That's there. Oh, BLF. Any BLF? Any notice of any BLF in the country anywhere? That and that. That's still a hell road. Okay, fine. You know what? I'll spend some points to increase that over there. Will help out a bit, maybe, hopefully. And right, we're almost actually at capacity for this stuff. So what's actually missing here? What do we need more of for this? Manufacturing plants for... We can go up to 240. What's stopping us from 240? Plastics. Where are my plastics going? I'm making 280. My plastics also going to... We're making 100. We're not even using all the 100 stuff. Just wanted to check. Let's go to the plastics factory to focus entirely on that. Because if you send everything, because you're making what? You make 140. Which if you send that entirely there, plus a split of the other, because at the moment you're sending 160 between them. So all we need here is at most 67. We're making 30 more than we need to make. So while we're doing this, can you actually export any? We can. Export you some household goods. Any extra ones, you can have that. Anything you're not using, you can have. Actually, do you have left over? Exporting everything. We are exporting everything. We're exporting absolutely everything. But you just chill, I think.
Excellency.
Yeah, you can just relax. Actually, have you had a turn of veterans benefits? Yes, I can't remember. Loyalty 3, loyalty 2, loyalty 2. Loyalty 2. Everything's loyalty 2 right now, so don't think the veterans benefits have kicked in yet. Constructed power, wind power. Wind farm. Produces inconsistent amounts of clean power depending on the wind speeds of Basenji. Rural communities will need time to get used to them. So the rural community hates them because, of course, they do. They're bis 25 rather than the 15 there. I don't know what Hydrodem does. We could make it. We could go nuclear as long as we had a new supply of uranium. We can mine our own uranium, of course. Because we have uranium. We have a potential uranium mine. Beach resort. If you have nothing else to do next, if we have nothing to do next turn, I might build a hotel. I might have to build a hotel somewhere in Karif or something, just to get tourism started. Still 3 points left over. And you've got nothing to do, correct? We haven't magically found anything new until I have to spend that point there. We train as cleric. Requires 10 and a faith assembly. We train as journalist. Requires university. You can you can retrain them? What does a cleric do? I want to build a faith assembly now. Retrain as cleric, retrain as journalist. I want to build a... how much is a faith assembly? Faith assembly is... Only one is permitted, must be next to a town. Only one is permitted. I mean, technically you'll put it in Karif somewhere. That's where it would be. There's only one in Basenji, you put it next to Karif because of course you would. In grasslands or desert. This is hills, right? Okay. You can put it there. I'll move the tanks over there. No, here, have your faith assembly. And Kadir. Religious edicts. Clerics travel across nations seeking religious experiences that unlock powerful religious edicts. These edicts are then set in this building and affect the entire nation. Okay. I love that you can inspire a cleric with money. It costs me money to inspire a cleric. Okay, well, that's the religious like us a little bit more now. Which actually affects you, don't you? Because you're mostly religious. Actually, good question. Are you mostly religious? Good question. Demographics by province. No, hang on. Provinces by demographic. Saba. Yeah, you're mostly religious, so that should help Saba along as well. I know they probably wanted it there, but you've had the airport, so be happy with the airport. Review budget. Everything's fine. Question mark. Okay. Right. Need diplomacy here. We're not selling any bauxite. We're not. Basically, everything I can sell, we are selling. What I could do is start have a issue with Kalshara here, and just say you can't have any. These are not using at the moment. We've got a polite enable. They are stable. They are stable. They are currently unstable. Okay. Last point. Surveyor, move over there, please. But you have a long movement range now. Giant Boscro just towers over the cars.
Excellency?
Just expedite. It makes literally no difference to me, but expedite it anyway.
Very well.
Okay. Still no indication of BLF. Good. End turn. Makeshift shelters of corrugated sheet, steel, and salvage debris line the outskirts of our major cities as shantytowns start to appear in response to severe homelessness crisis gripping Basenji. Construct new apartments for the homeless and demolish the shantytowns. Increase the number of homeless shelters and food banks. Draft the homeless into the army. God. Honestly, just top one, just build them houses. It's not even a question. It's not even a question. We can afford to build the houses for the homeless. Jesus. My constitution is requesting a hospital in Rumai. That is perfectly fine. How much money do you make with that? We're taking 105 a turn. Our exports are damn decent. They're damn decent. Okay, let's check first things first. BLF. Any indication of a BLF location? You know what? We're gonna start moving you around, just to have a look around and see if you spot anything. I don't think so. I think just having you around will help, but on the off chance. You can no longer... Alcohol is no longer prohibited. Start decriminalizing soft drugs as well, please. A lot lowers that. This is the least shit police force. Negligent policing sucks. Brutal policing sucks. Martial law sucks. But bureaucratic policing is the least crappy from one. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's good. I mean, we have Saba up to 47. Oh my god, that's insane. I mean, we got Karif at 70. I have 77% approval in Karif. It's nuts. Bring on the election. I'll laugh at it. Hospital in Rumai. Rumai has amazing healthcare. Hey, Bosk. Rumai has amazing healthcare. L'hôpital. L'hôpital. I'm gonna need more power soon. That's a good point. There's only. I was gonna say I'm gonna put next to the capital. There's only one sound here anyway, so bam, do that. Question. We're exporting more. Okay, you got that. Now we decriminalize soft drugs. Start working on permitting extradition, I suppose. Means there's no sign to that, but good, like us anyway. Right, that's good. That's that. I'm gonna have to start working more power soon enough. I mean, we have what? We have 2 unexploited oil fields there. We have an unexploited gold mine there. Unexploited gold mine here. We have 2 unexploited oil areas here. You're currently producing that much. Let's just get there. All the food in, no problem. We're importing 16 food. We're currently exporting 58 oil. So we still have a little bit of leeway on the oil. Although if I want to build another plastics factory, I need to build more oil. Now, hang on. Did I put this the right way around? You're exporting the processed food entirely. Does that mean that essentially what's happening here is that you aren't? You're sending yours entirely to household goods. And how many plastics factories have I got? Plastics factories... I've got 2. So, plastics, we're sending 160 of our plastic factories to make processed foods. We're sending 120 to make... We're sending 20 too many. We are sending 20 too many here. I don't understand the problem. I don't understand the issue, mainly. Why are we sending 20 too many? Should we send some of your officers to the salt mines? Just point them outside. Oh yeah, you weren't here for this, Bosco. I can, if I so wish, I can have you retrained as a cleric. Retrain you. You're a tier 3 surveyor. I can just spend 10 bucks and retrain you as a tier 1 cleric. That just seems like a massive waste of everyone's time. When it costs me 15 to train a new one from scratch. You're not becoming a cleric, Bosco. That's not happening. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. I've put in too many points into you already. Too many points from natural resources. Alright, so I mean, power is okay. So I'm thinking 120's over there. If I split you, you go back to split. You are processed food entirely. That's the deviation there. Because I think we're going to go over our processed food levels more faster than we're going to... We need another farm, don't we? I've got the money for farm. Next turn. Do I at least get a better show? You are the best surveyor I can get you right now.
Excellency.
There is no higher tier. You are the best. You literally have the magic. I gave you the magic, Boscro. The magic you said you didn't... The magic you said you didn't have, you have it now. Read that. You have the magic. You give birth to resources. Every 9 months, you give birth to resources. You are literally a wizard. I do kind of want to get a cleric out. I want to see what these do. I have no idea what these edicts actually do. I mean, diplomacy, we're okay. I mean, polite with everyone. It decays a little bit, but I can't do much else here. We are slowly getting intelligent. I think we're getting 2 a turn now, because we got 2 things next door to this. Okay, yes. Spectrum auction, maybe next turn? They'll give us that. Good. No, because it's unfortunately, raising babies is expensive, so we haven't done any of that yet. And then Bilal, that's gonna take you a while still. You need to give me something to do because you kind of hate this at the moment. Fine, 63, 54, 53, 59. Okay, everyone's kind of positive apart from you. That's because you haven't given anything to do yet. We haven't got anything to do yet. I think identity cards first, followed by work visa. Okay, so shut down all non-trade migration between Basenji and its neighbors. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out. An extreme measure, or amusing social experiment, depending on your own special brand of leadership. I love how much this game just pokes fun. Non-existent Karifi rights, limited Karifi rights, equal Karifi rights, self-determination. I don't care how much Basenji is going to be upset with this. We are going to incorporate the Karifi into our system.
Excellency.
Excellency. Have we got... has our loyalty been going up? Loyalty 2, loyalty 2, loyalty 2. Veterans benefits are on, right? Yeah. I mean, that's actually giving us... The weird thing... This is a true thing. I believe that clicking here should just take you to review budget. I'm not sure why review budget is there when you could quite happily just click there and go... That should just take you here anyway, because what else are you going to do that for? You can mouse over it to see that, and you can click on it anyway. So the budget for defense has gone up quite a bit, I suppose. 9 is the budget for defense. Why is 9 the budget? It was 4 and 5. Makes sense. Let the minister decide. Don't let the minister decide. Start working on temporal displacement. Building on the secret research conducted during the era of the transitional government, elite Basenji scientists theorize we can construct a machine to take a snapshot in time and subsequently use an extraordinary amount of power to send a single human being. Oh my god, is this actually a save system? Do you actually have to research a save system or some kind? Other than that, there's no. At the moment, things are kind of chill. You're moving over there. You're moving across over there. Other than that, things are kind of chill. I'm going to move the airborne up to there. Bosk is currently chilling over here. I think we just waited. I mean, I don't want to spend any money. We helped out that. And this probably do a bit of amping up, but what we could also do is like connect up there. How much did that cost me? That would cost me 7. 6. Do that. Which means that if people are bypassing 22, bloody hell. People are bypassing that area entirely. We can let that happen. You can just bypass all of basically. If you're coming from the north of Adava, you can just bypass the entirety of Benifa to do this. Which means that could potentially get quite busy, but I mean, I'm determined there's nothing else for us to spend points on. The United States is offering to train our soldiers to help combat the Basenji Liberation Front. In exchange, they want us to vote their way in a contentious UN revolution condemning Russia for... I don't think I was really paying attention to the details. I don't particularly want... Like, +1 loyalty, yay. 2 infantry units, I don't really need 2 infantry units. The BLF hasn't been that major of an issue so far. The Russia relations was hurt, but again, it's Russia, who gives a crap? I'm tempted to say yes, to be honest. What do we think, chat? I'm tempted to say yes. Just because, if anything else, if I need to get my relationship with Russia at all, I can do the stuff at the embassy and give them a bit of a bump. Well, I'm not. I'm absolutely not doing that in the slightest, which is the most amusing because I'm just essentially just screwing them over. I'm not going to be capitalist, but I'm the exact opposite of that. The conservatives and the plutocrats hate me, and they're going to do that for the entirety of their lives until they get put up against the wall. And the thing is, as far as I know, the second I get those 2 units, I'm going to immediately disband them. I'm going to immediately disband them. Because I don't need them. I don't need 2 infantry units, unless I want to specifically, like, spread them out. Yeah, we're good. We're chill. Give me your guns. Russia's like, oh, I don't like it. They want a museum in Karik? That's fairly simple to do. That is fairly simple to do. The US Basenji counterterrorism. I have taken your proposals into consideration and found them flawed. I have instead instructed the civil service to develop this policy instead. Secular education. What were you... The hell? You were so close to doing Spectrum auction and you... Yes! You're starting from scratch, are you? Son of a... You were starting from scratch. I hate you. I edited my overlay scene for this. Did I? I moved the chat out of the way. That's what I did. I moved the chat out of the way. Because no one mentioned to me that the chat's in the way of the stats. If someone had said that, I'd done that ages ago. But no, chat just remains quiet and suffers in silence. Chat's like me. So I can go secular schools, which cost me a ton. Like, honestly, limited sucks, but there's nothing else. Yeah, no one's talking in chat.
Excellency.
I want you to give birth. You know what? Fine. Boss Crow, have a baby. Have a baby. And go find out what the hell that baby is. Of course you do it on the other side of the bloody map. So, oh my god, you actually can't. You literally can't get there unless I build a road. Alright, let's build a road. I'm assuming we need to build a road up there. Okay.
Excellency.
I'm gonna expedite you. Get over there, please. There's actually an area of there's an area of the map that's actually cordoned off entirely. Right, intelligence officers.
Yes.
Any BLF? Not as far as I can see. Intelligence officer?
Yes.
Any BLF? Are you going? Move over there.
Yes.
Intelligence officer, move over there. How are we doing? That is fine. That is more than fine. We're definitely we're exporting bunch here, which is good. We're exporting a ton of extra there. That's actually what we're supposed to do, which is good. We actually put in the required amount to do this stuff. Eric with a raid! Eric with a raid!
And then let you give away 2 of your
I'm gonna actually. I want to institute a new rule with it. I was thinking that the other day. If we want to do a shout out post raid, the person has to talk in chat first.
I'll give 2 points onslaught to the person who put your arm back together.
That's what I'm gonna. That's the new policy I'm instituting.
And then lady who puts arms back together, put your fucking arm back together.
If you want to shout out chat, the person who's raiding has to talk in chat first, just to make sure that they're here and they can see the raid. Because if they're trapped by ads and stuff, it kind of sucks. They don't see their own shout call out.
Now with your arm put back on your fucking body.
Hey Kay. Hey Dusa.
Point, so I can't make you shoot
Hey
anymore.
Barrick, how did it go?
Fuck. I was going to have him go ahead and do a quickie shoots, but that can't happen.
I heard my name. Was that my name? Right. So what do we got here? Hey Barrick, how did you? Barrick is doing a rage. We have made a bunch of non-permanent decisions. Got raided by Loco. Nice, well done. That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I know the name Loco. That's awesome. How did that go? That was really cool. So many adversity cancels going on. Yeah, well done. Go Gibbon Squad. Gibbon Squad making it big. Gibbon Squad making it super big. That's so cool. I'm genuinely so happy for you. That's awesome. So yeah, we got a bunch of extra infantry. Is 2 the maximum loyalty? Is that why I'm getting no loyalty bonuses here? Because if that's the case, if 2 is the maximum loyalty, I'm going to turn off veterans benefit. That seems harsh, but if there's no penalty, random military units will increase the loyalty every turn while this policy is active. We've had this policy active now for 5 months. Everyone's still on 2 loyalty. If 2 is the maximum loyalty, I'm not spending $5 a turn to give you my veterans benefits if no one's retiring. Send about 40 wages. Yay! Awesome! I'd have re-rated. We don't know how. So we can have a chat afterwards if you want. No worries. Cool. That's so awesome. That's really cool. I'm glad it worked out for you. So actually, what's actually done for my military budget? 4. 4? Really? Defense. National defense. Unit maintenance costs are halved. They've had different maintenance costs. Review budget. Military units 4. Why are maintenance costs really that? Hang on.
Excellency,
Excellency.
Excellency,
Excellency. Excellency. You type raid and yeah, this pretty rich. Yeah.
Excellency,
Have a look around, see who's streaming. Hop in there.
our way,
Right, might as well spread the love out then.
our way.
We've got a bunch of extra infantry, might as well use it. Have you moved already? I can't remember.
Excellency.
Yeah, we have already moved.
Very well. Excellency.
Move a square. They also laughed when I told them West England is better than East. West England. West Side! West Side! I can't do the museum now, buddy, but I will do so soon enough. Because I'll do it next turn. Because we're making a crap load of money. Okay, so food is plenty. We've got plentiful food. Now, question: does food consumption go down as processed food consumption goes up? I'm not entirely clear on that situation. I do need to think about this soon enough, though. I do need to start thinking about. Actually, hang on. Can I have a chat with you? Who's currently? Who am I getting on my Zarbil? Sup, Zarbil? Let's have a chat. Negotiate trade agreements. Can you give me some more? Thank you. It'll help with that. I wish I could... Like, having stuff like this would really help with stuff here, but I just can't do that. I just can't... Because I haven't got a Minister of Foreign Affairs, we can't do any of that crap. Are you going to research high fructose corn syrup to go with that processed food? No. As far as I can tell, processed food involves getting food and sticking it in plastic. So what we're doing, we're selling we're selling plastic cheese. Well, I said I was from Cumbria, and they thought Northumbria. Oh my god, them's fighting words. Them's fan words. Have I been to Northumbria? Have I been to Northumbria? I don't think I have. Oh, did I put... Yeah, I put the hospital. Yeah, healthcare in Rumai's COD tier. Education in Karif is God tier. I mean, I love the fact that my progressive system is working so well. It's giving me so much more money. The country's currently working. For now. We currently the Russia kind of hates us at the moment, right? We're an obstructive nation. May provide material support to rebels in our country, giving them additional health points. Ah, intriguing. You know what I could do is do this, wasn't it? Was to improve our relationship by 10%. You know what? Fine. That was the sound of a bilateral agenda. Supposedly. I like Newcastle, but I'm definitely not from there. What happened in the RSR episode from before? Oh god. We for the shortest possible time ever, we appeased the plutocrats in the shortest possible time frame because we temporarily opened the internet up. We temporarily opened up our internet. We temporarily backed the US. No, that's foreign. We very temporarily backed the US because the plutocrats like that. And we very temporarily we did three very temporary things. We temporarily backed the US. We temporarily opened up our internet, and we temporarily opened our borders for like the least amount of time possible. The second they said, because if you U-turn too quickly, it says like people will lose respect for you. So the second it didn't say anymore, we completely went back. Oh, it should be going up later on tonight. There was an audio issue. there was an audio issue with the episode because no idea. The render screwed up. The render gave me issues, so like after about 30 seconds, the audio for the episode skipped to the very end, and then you had no noise for like 3 hours. So I had to re-render the episode today, and it'll go. So episode 2 will go up when this stream ends, basically, because I didn't want to put it up exactly the same time. So episode 2 will go up when this stream ends, and then this stream, fingers crossed, will go out tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's completely wild because the rendering software didn't tell me anything went wrong, and I put it to upload yesterday morning. I was out all day, so I didn't know anything was wrong until it had come out, and someone commented on the file that, is there an audio issue? And I couldn't check because I was out, and then I said I put a message on the Discord. Nobody replied, so I had to basically I messaged Kenny again. Kenny, is there an audio issue here? And he said yes. It's like, is it bad? It's like it gives you rating at 30 seconds and then quiets. Like, damn it! And so I had to pull it off. Yeah, so there was like it was like 30 seconds of like the normal audio, like a blip noise of some kind, which sounds very funny, followed immediately by I'm gonna go raid someone now, and then silence for 3 hours. So I had to kill it. I had to pull it. I wish that YouTube was clever enough that I would have only had to upload the sound part of it. Actually, that's a good point. That's an interesting situation. Could I have ripped the sound from the stream and then inside YouTube added it as an extra, basically mute the stream from within YouTube and then add the sound of the old stream? That's a good question. I don't know if that would have worked, actually. Because you can like add music from within YouTube. Yeah, they're separate streams anyway. They are separate streams, and you can, of course, mute stuff and do audio editing within YouTube. It's a crap system, but you can do it. So I wonder if I could have muted the entire stream on YouTube, and then added the audio as an MP3 or something, and then synced it as best I could to the game. Would have saved me a lot of time on rendering. I'll tell you that much. Rendering process takes about twice the length of the video. So a stream is about 3 hours. It takes about 6 or 7 hours to render. I don't know if you was not a clue either. Not a clue either. Oh, what's this? This is the infantry.
Excellency.
You just chill over there. Right, it's food. Processed food, we got plenty of spare processed food. We have some spare household appliances. We have now increased our consumer electronics importation. I think I've got nothing else to spend my turns on, unless, again, there's no BLF at the moment, so I've got nothing else to spend my money on. My points on, so I'm going to keep the points on. I need to keep my eye on my power, because power's going to start running out soon. I need to get myself another power plant. How much for a refinery? An oil refinery is 30. We'll put one there. I'm gonna have to put one there, and also, good point. Hang on. Oil refinery costs me 30. Power plant costs me 45 for 140 power, whereas a solar array costs me, so that's what, 75 for 140 power. Whereas I could do 80 for 30 power. And also 4 times the... Because an oil refinery and a power station is 1 upkeep. 1 upkeep, 4 jobs, and 75 for essentially over 4 times the amount of power I get from this. The equivalent amount of power in solar panels would be essentially 10 solar panels. 9 solar panels slightly, that would be 135, which would be 9 jobs. It would be $360 and 18 upkeep. Which is why Nemo needs a face cam and should clap at the stream. What is it? Does Van Gogh not know? Does Van Gogh not know? It's not necessarily a secret anymore. It's not a secret anymore. Oh yeah, YouTube only supports one audio track, which is fine because so does Twitch. Twitch only supports one audio track. So the stream audio is on audio track. Even if it wasn't, rendering or at least mixing tracks is way faster than it is rendering videos. Right then. 2 points to spend. I don't know what to spend them on. I wish I could do I wish we had the regular diplomacy stuff of being able to just call up and just spend a point to increase your relationship slightly. It's like spend a point and just do some nice, just have a nice chat, but there's no nice chat button. There's no nice chat button. I've been intentionally avoided any and also lasted footage. Not spoiling myself, so yes, I mean, interesting here. Aha, fair enough. No, to be fair, if you're planning on playing it, absolutely. If you're planning on playing it, by all means. I know that within the next few days, the Sorcerer DLC comes out. I think, right? Is it tomorrow or is it this weekend that the Sorcerer DLC comes out? So last the Sorcerer DLC. July 30th, tomorrow. 15th. PC Gamer just said 13th. And I don't know what it said. They might have said something different. But yeah, so that's when the Sorcerer DLC comes out, which is interesting. I kind of want to see. I don't think it's worth a playthrough, not yet. But I'll definitely go into the game and just see what the 3 paths are. I think I'll build like a level 1 sorcerer just to see what the paths is like. Like, and I'm not really waiting. Just a quick check of all my towns. No one's complaining about anything, right? You're all fulfilled. You're fulfilled. 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 Good. Everyone is fine. Everyone is okay. There's actually no traffic in Benifa. Good heavens. I've solved the traffic problem. I've solved the traffic problem in Benifa. Hooray! There's random. It's a farm. That's why. It's a farm, and it's also a way around. It's the only way to get to Tijan. 15% corrected. The peasants have no cars. Traffic solved. Well, there is a. I think it's a development. Bloodfleet, which I wouldn't mind grabbing. Tunnels. If I get tunnels, what would I do? Tunnels would probably get me a road from there to there. Other than that, not much else, to be honest. The only problem I have is the journey from Karik to Rumai, because they have to go around this. So if he had tunnels, I'd probably dig across from Adyaya to like Kaifal or something. Workers need new shoes. Thank you for the new shoes. Right, okay, so let's again, I haven't got the money. I keep thinking what I want to do, and I can't do anything because I haven't got the money for it. I'm going to keep earning that sweet, sweet cash. That sweet, sweet moolah, because our income taxes and our imports are gloriously good. And also like, our own like resources here. Julian no shoes. Yes. 0 hour. CNC 0 hour was such a good game. Anyway, I'm gonna skip the turn because I don't need anything at the moment. Quick, plenty units moving. Okay. Veterans who served in the Basenji Revolution or the first Basenji Civil War are unhappy with the meager benefits they are receiving as part of their former service. Oh, actually, to be fair, that's cheaper than veterans benefits. That is cheaper than veterans benefits. Cool, take that. That is cheaper. Veterans benefits is 5 per month. Take 4 per month for a year. I'll take that. Kalshara would like to improve a powerful ally, improve relationship with Kalshara. That's finally something you want then. You want to get to 65. I mean, they are strong. Anyways, let's do Museum in Karik. Construction. Museum. This costs 40. Museum in Creek. Bam. You all happy with me now? Yay, happy with me. Oh, you didn't see... Thanks for streaming. See ya, Dusa. Thank you for popping by. I think if you people weren't here before, museums are hilarious because you can specialize the museum. So you can have, for example, a natural history wing. By teaching people about Basenji's diverse ecosystem, we can unlock the secrets of preserving our environment, which is nice and good and positive. And then Wing of Great Military Triumphs. An exploration into what makes Basenji the greatest nation in the world through the lens of our many conquests is bound to inspire conservatives. And then you have the Wing of American Atrocities. By holding the United States accountable for their support of the cruel Salman regime, we will earn easy favor with the Russians. So you have 3 wings you can put in the museum. Natural history, our military triumphs, and then screw the US. It's like, what? I'm not made of money. Where are you?
Excellency.
Move up there, please. We gotta find out what that is. You all happy with that? Hydropower, good. Start working on green economy. Start working on the carbon market. Or the green economy. Start working on the green economy. Right, so you're all happy and dandy. We got hydropower. So what does hydropower actually do for me from a power perspective? Because I do require some power in the future. Hydro dam. Produces clean energy but will negatively affect the downstream water table, causing grassland terrains to become arid. Ahaha. Ahahaha. Ah, we're not using this one. And if you could put it... Actually, we're not using this one either. If I could put a power supply... This gives me what? This gives me 70. Put it there. Oh, hang on. River must not bend. Is it up to 72? We've got 2 rivers here. Everything after the river becomes arid, but if everything after the river becomes arid and put it there, it's irrelevant, surely. 1 per province. So you can put, yeah, which means I can only have 1. I can only ever have 1 because I've only got, but both my rivers are in the same province. Which means I might as well put it there. Right? Because I think, again, this is 69, that's 82,
Excellency.
52, 59. Which means this is the best place to put it. This is the best place to put it. Hydro dam. There will give me 44. I think that's what that means. That's that's the most likely thing to what that means. Look at our prosperity. Everywhere prosperity is high. That is so tasty. So tasty. Bam. Give me some power supplies. That becomes more arid, which is fine. We knew it was going to do that. That is now very arid grasslands, but that is still giving us some power, I guess. It hasn't started yet. Additional pylons, go, go, go. And that's the only place I can have one, so that's the best place I could put it. Right. Kalshara, I need to look into that.
Excellency.
The biggest question I have with that
Excellency.
is
Very well.
unless I have trade talks with them, I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to be improving the stuff. More gold. I don't need more gold, Boscaro. You need to give birth to better stuff.
Excellency.
You need to embezzle more. I believe that is actually part of the is it offshore banking. Like I think once workers' comp is up, I don't need to touch this anymore. Like nothing else here is even relevant for me because everything in here is bad. Prohibit unions, bad. Legalizing youth labor, bad. Repealing overtime laws, bad. Relaxing building codes, bad. Whistleblower hotline should be good, but for some reason it's bad for public safety, and I do not understand why. Apparently this tanks public safety, and I do not for the life of me know why. And making old people work is bad. And I cannot tank, like, public safety is one of my worst things at the moment. one of my worst things right now. Right, again, quick check on the infantry officers. Do we have any...
Have confidence.
Have confidence.
No confidence.
Sensational news has been received from reliable sources.
It told me to tell you.
Elsmaster, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Welcome back. How's it going? I think all the previous guys were happy with the gold, but no, this one seems obsessed with some other worthless material in my alchemical process has issues with. I'm telling you, Busker, I want aluminium babies. I want aluminium babies. Yeah, I need to start working on getting... So what do we need here? What do we need to make more of this stuff? I need more plastic. Surprise, surprise. Right, we'll start on... Fine, we will spend money on a refinery. Put a refinery there. And we'll wire you up to the system as a whole. Give us some roads. That'll do, right. Now connected to the system. We're still earning about... We're earning over 100 a month. Oh, this is so tasty. Hypernova! Ah! He's working on pooping tungsten nuggets or something. Okay, so we're out of points. I was gonna improve public safety stuff, like for Saba, for Karik, and for Rumai need improvement in public safety. Saba also needs improvement in tourism special events. Okay, well, improve regional culture. Again, I'm not entirely sure how to do that. That's a good point. You tell me how to do that. Every neighboring country, so they've covered those things with that. I guess something we haven't got the points for it, but we can't. What we could do is go into diplomacy and find out what Kalshara actually likes, because I can't remember what you like. I don't remember what things you enjoy. I think it was conservatives as well. Actually, I had that written down, didn't I? I think you're also conservatives, which is unfortunate because that means you'll never like us. Because you want that to go up to 65, which means, if nothing else, setting up some demands would work. I mean, I might need some more of this at some point. No, it's setting up some exports for things I don't have. I can set up some non-existent exports. Right. Move along, please. Right. Greetings, Excellency. Demand for household goods grows in Kashari. We were hoping you could be... Are you able to provide us with 8 every month? Yes. Increase household goods exports to Kalshara. We're currently importing because we're not good at it. Yes, we need to start. I need to make the... Because we have plenty of spare oil. I need to have plastics. Hang on, so where's the plastics factory? Plastics factory over here. You're splitting that down there. You're splitting that. You're sending entirely to processed food. So we are building a plastics factory there. And your job is entirely to send to household goods. Which means that, in that case, we should hopefully be able to send the household goods to Kalshara, which will make them like us. Fingers crossed. Right, this mission over there. I need to keep... That one event that needed me to spend 50 intelligence has led me petrified about spending intelligence, which is really bad, but it's true. That one... So how much... You give me 12 intelligence, you give me 15 intelligence, you give me 10 intelligence, you give me 6, and you give me 8. Justice building. What do I need to spend your favors on? What buildings count as justice buildings for the points of leveling up? Anyone? Okay, right. I have a cleric.
Excellency.
Excellency.
Okay.
My cleric. Cleric can have a religious. You can just have a religious experience.
Excellency.
Belief in a cruel creature creates a. Man. So,
Excellency.
and a faith site. You can have, oh, we can choose. Okay, so let's have a religious experience in the mountains. Go up to the mountains and have a religious experience.
Excellency. Okay.
I'm with the one team red. A substrate I share with half orc, half furry. Complete apocalypse. Okay,
Excellency.
the cleric. At which point, this one you do doubles the effects of all edicts. Passing over faith sites reveals what edicts would be helpful for them. And you level up with Minister of Justice. Fine. Pretty much. I love the fact you inspire a cleric by giving them money. I'm not entirely sure if that's entirely mechanical or if that's also a slight dig at something. So we're still importing food. We've got plastics factory up, so hopefully we can start producing enough of that to send out to Kalshara. That's kind of ended. My power generation concerns have kind of abated somewhat. How are we doing over here? Spectrum auction. Oh yeah, the fact that you stopped that to give me secular educations, I hate you. That's going to cost me a mint and a half, isn't it? Actually, what is my religious approval at the moment? National aid approval. Religious at 60. Oh no. They fixed it! Holy crap, they fixed it! They fixed it! It lines up again! How much can I go twice? See, Beric, this is how you run a country. This is how you run a country. Even Saba has that 50% approval. My god. You know, honestly, I'm surprised the plutocrats are 39. I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised that they're that high. I'm still seen as conservative and rural focused, which is hilarious. When does this change? It must be there's an election in. Hang on, came into power 22. We're probably only halfway through my term. This is a made-up country. This is Basenji. This is the country of Basenji. After the game, I think is inspired by things like the Arab Spring revolutions and stuff like that. So this is the sequel to Rogue State. In Rogue State, the original game, you take over the state of Basenji just after they deposed their monarch, and in Rogue State, you play as the transitional government post that. In Rogue State Revolution, it is currently 5 years after that. The transitional government has passed, and you are the first democratically elected government of Basenji. And you basically have to run the country. It's inspired. There are a lot of it draws from a lot of stuff at the moment. It also strikes a nice balance between dealing with serious stuff and being quite on the nose and mocking power, like mocking the US and mocks Russia, mocks everyone, to be honest. But it's actually quite good about dealing some stuff, because you can deal with you have to deal with the whole. They have an entire second ethnic group, because you have Basenji, which is the whole country. Then you have the Karifi ethnic group, which I think is a Kurdish analog, which live in Karif, and you have to decide, for example, Karifi rights. They have no rights. They have limited rights. They have equal rights. They get to choose whether to become independent. Yeah, Russia, China, and stuff. And this is post. This is this takes place in 2020s. So it's not as if Russia isn't communist. Doing communist things doesn't make Russia happy. It makes China happy, but not Russia. Yeah, I spent 20 on you, didn't I? I just spent 15 on you. You've changed. Interesting. Because you used to want... I'm assuming... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That works, I suppose. Because Russia used to want climate leadership. Now that since they've used the ability, they want to go to rule of law. That actually helped us here. They're still obstructive. They're still obstructive. How dare they? Oh yeah, they want this. They want the international security and the that. Fine. Yeah, Corinne, you'll have an entire discussion in my chat about that if you want. You can have an entire massive debate about that in my chat. It'll happen. I don't even think I can. Checking for BLF bases. Any BLF indication. No, that's the BLF. Any BLF in the country at the moment. Not as far as I can tell, thankfully. No BLF at the moment. Good. Walk down to there.
Yes.
Walk up to there. Barrick's like, don't make me talk about this. Don't make me talk about this. She just had. I should literally have a. I should put down a Captain's Cap Redemption Award, which is 10,000 Captain's Caps. Have Barrick rant on something. Oh my god, that would be amazing. I would never do that to you, Barrick, but that would be hilarious. Bless. Right, okay, let's was it? I needed to improve public safety in Sabah. I've got points to spend. Sabah, in Karik, and in Rumai. We can improve. Nope, okay, I'm happy with those budget changes right now. Boom. So hopefully next turn, household goods export should go up because we just have an entirely new factory of plastics opening up, and that's what's giving us. That's the limiting factor at the moment for our manufacturing plants. The lack of aluminium sucks. I mean, what I could do is basically import bauxite and smelt my own aluminium. That's also an option. I would lose less. I think I would lose less money that way. I'm going to do it. Just pre-ordering 2.5 rents. Oh god. Okay, hang on. I need a honk. We need a honk in. Do you lot prefer the honk in this voice, or would you like a regular honk? While you answer the question, I'll just hydrate myself. One. Boscro is firmly in love with the Faustinius voice. I could honk a Skyvola as well. I mean,
honking a Skyvola would be one hell of an experience, let me tell you.
Skyvola honks like crazy. Ouch. Right, anyway, Boscro asked for the honk. Boscro wants it as Faustinius honk, so Boscro gets a That was crap. Sorry. That was bad. And an ara ara. Ara ara. How does Skyvola ara? There's literally the reward for that. There's literally a reward for that. I specifically added that in. Oh, my neck. I don't know if you can hear that. 3 points left over. What am I doing here? Let's see. We spend that, spend that, we spend that, we spend that. Hopefully, I'm not sure how many points that's going to give me. Hopefully it's going to be a lot. We've upped our importation of consumer electronics. I think the next potential step in things we start building is start working our way to producing our own consumer electronics. because we got loads of consumer electronics, we can probably get quite a bit of it done. But I want to build it, reverse build it. I want to start by building the manufacturing plant, and then moving backwards in time, because then build a smelter for bauxite, because we have no bauxite mines. So we built the manufacturing plant first, plus then the smelter for the bauxite. We're currently producing 52 luxury items. We need a lot of gold. So again, I'm not entirely opposed to you inventing that gold. It is going to be very beneficial. We're going to need a lot of gold. Gold is a 2-to-1 on luxury goods, so it is difficult. Yes, we've got a gold medical smelters there. So, but the point is, if I want to make the consumer electronics, I need aluminium. And instead of importing more aluminium, I could import bauxite and smelt it myself. That might save me money in the long run. That's a smeller. Gold doesn't really smell. But metals have some smell. It's difficult to tell the difference between smell because metals aren't volatile, but they do have smell. We'll stick a double L, yeah. Like copper definitely has a smell. Copper has a smell and a taste, so does iron. Again, is that the element, or is that's not the element? That's usually a salt of the element. Calcium also, yeah. Again, you don't tend to eat elements in their metals in their raw form. You tend to consume them as salts. But there was it the story? The story there was the French guy who ate steel, wasn't there? Who ate metal? Yeah, the copper. Most interesting things with metals happen with salts. Humans do eat gold. Yeah, well, you can. I mean, there's the story of I think it was a French guy who ate metal, who had a compulsion to eat metal, and throughout his life ate a bunch of metal, including one entire small plane. I forgot the name of the guy. He was in the Guinness. He wasn't in the Guinness Book of Records for like the most consumption of metal or something. Aridness lens? No. Actually, that has probably killed the aridness up there. Yeah, see, that used to be all green. Then after that, what are you giving me? You're giving me 44, which is what the number said, so that's fine. In small doses, you build up a tolerance until you immune to metal weaponry. Yes, it's like yes, I keep getting shot in the foot, so eventually I'll be immune to bullets. It's kind of why things like alcohol and stuff like that, and iodine and stuff like that are pretty good at disinfecting, because they are so basic that you don't really build up any germs. Don't really build up an immunity to them. They're also too problematic. You can't inject yourself with iodine to rid yourself of an infection. That's horrible. That would hurt you as much as anything else. But it's why things like alcohol gel work, because they don't really generate an immunity to alcohol gel. I used to chew on pencil and razor clips. As long as you're still alright. As long as you're still okay. Food. We're still importing food. We are still importing food, which is madness to me. Antacid medication. Oh, a lot of stuff contains metal. The most pointless thing in the world is antacids that fizz. They are literally the most pointless thing in the world. Are you sure it's still okay? Because any antacid that fizz must have an acid included in it to fizz, but the companies have to add that because people think that antacid that doesn't fizz isn't doing anything. I actually had a really good discussion yesterday. I'll end the turn and I'll have a chat, because I don't think there's anything else waiting for me this turn, right? I have double checked again about the BLF, haven't I? Yeah. We had actually really good discussion yesterday with a friend of mine, my DM from my D&D group, although it wasn't about D&D, about the placebo effect and how the placebo effect is getting stronger. Like a lot of it doesn't come out a lot because of research stuff, but the placebo effect is slowly getting stronger, and it's becoming harder and harder for medication in clinical trials to prove that they're better than the placebo effect. consumer antitest in gel form. Fair enough. That's pretty good. But yeah, there's a lot of misunderstandings about the placebo effect because no one's really gone into a lot of research over it apparently. But placebo effect is getting stronger over time, and there's a lot of medication that's out there today that had they gone through the tests now, they would not pass a double-blind trial in the proof that they are superior to the placebo effect. Gel form helps me more because it only coats my throat and prevents. Yeah, absolutely, it's fantastic. Almost qualified for entry level developer. Oh god, it's too real. It's just too real. I think it's gonna end the turn because. Okay, that's too fast. An American destroyer positioned in the Gulf has been conducting anti-piracy operations, but routinely moves into our territorial waters, disrupting shipping traffic. We have sent frigates to patrol and maintain those borders, but the destroyer continues to ignore our warnings. Tell the shipping traffic to maneuver around the Americans, or authorize the American use of escalating warnings and force if needed. So America being America, do we let America be America, or do we not let America be America? Develop my own role. You need 10 years of experience in 5 different languages, but you need to be 21. You need to have started your studies before you were conceived. Yeah. I'm pretty much doing this. No matter what chat says I'm doing this, I just want to see what you say about it. They're asking for bullets, they don't have bullets. They like guns so much, here's ours. Boop. Greetings, Excellency. I'm calling to voice my gratitude for the exports of goods. Yay. 67. Raising approval of Karik. Really? Okay, so in Kalshara we are 60. Okay, we are actually we hit the target and we're gonna go above and beyond that. So you're gonna give me identity cards next turn anyway. Happy about that. In fact, can I? I'm tempted to swap away from that briefly just to start something else. Hang on. So give me Liberation Day parades. When we inevitably succeed at this, and you give me an absolute guaranteed stuff, we will go back to identity cards, and hopefully you can give me 2 one after the other. Oh, hi. You've gone off for a smoke again, have you? Lovely. Lovely. Right. Okay. So what's happening here? There's plenty enough. We're exporting some food there. We are exporting a bunch. Again, we need to import some bauxite. We're losing $25 a month to importing the aluminium we need. Yeah, we need to we need to start working towards this. It is important. It is vital, in fact. So you want us to get approval to 59% in Karik in 10 months. Hope for the best. It's like a month long. It's multiple months. It's multiple months. If she's back next month, I'll be happy. So actually, how are we doing for the diplomacy? You're back to being disinterested? Screw you. Can I go over here and I could go over there and butter you up, but I really don't want to. Oh, beneath we're having issues with traffic again, are we? Okay, traffic jam is this road here. So we will pop that up to next level up. Right, let's start focusing on producing our consumer electronics. So I'm going to build my manufacturing plant. Construction, manufacturing plant. Somewhere out here. Kalusia. It just seems appropriate to put it next to the shipping port. You're producing consumer electronics. Which means I also need to get myself extra gold. How much you can smelt. Okay, because we're producing 65 ore, you can smelt 65, so you can clearly smelt more than that. I don't know how much exactly you can smelt, but you can clearly do more than 65. One hopes. So if we put a second gold mine up, give me a gold mine there. Okay, so you're going to be producing gold as well. So hopefully we're producing a bunch of gold. Which means we can start working... The gold bit of that will hopefully be sorted. At which point... we need to think about potentially importing the bauxite. Are we importing bauxite, actually? Are we actually importing bauxite, or are we not importing bauxite? Why is your hang on? What happened to your prosperity, please? You're trending up again. You had a bit of a blip, but you're trending back up again. Good. You do that. Environment. Rumai is going to have issues because there's a lot of stuff in Rumai of negative stuff. I mean, basically, you're going to have a lot of problems over there as well, so... Welp. You're trending down as well. Okay, so can I also build a smeltery? Diplomacy, am I importing... I'm importing bauxite. I'm importing bauxite from Zarbil. We're cordial with you now. Stable nation. Interest unlikely to change. That'll trigger next month. That'll hopefully trigger in time. Okay, fine. Bring a smelter somewhere then. Zarbil. Zarbil's the north, isn't it? Zarbil's up here. Yeah. Construction. Give me a smeltery. In Saba? Seems a bit harsh, but I'll have a smeltery in Saba. You're smelting aluminium is what you're doing. You were smelting aluminium. You're sending aluminium entirely to that consumer electronics. Hopefully we'll see if next month if that smelter alone is enough to do 2 mines worth of gold. If not, we'll have to move on. Got a bunch of money coming in. Look at my income. Getting so much money. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. The hotel. That's what I was going to do. Hang on. No BLF so far. Are you done moving?
Yes. Yes.
No BLF so far. Construction. Do we just build the hotel? Hotel cost me 60 for 6.9. Next to a town. Didn't put a hotel in near fire. What is a hotel? Hotel gives us additional immigrant approval. 1 per province. You can have up to 5 hotels. Our hotel's going to be... Our first hotel is going to be somewhere in... Not in the capital. We'll put it here. We'll put it in Saba. The airport's here. Hotel goes there. I can build island hotels. I can't put them in the water, unfortunately. Has to be adjacent to a town. Okay, we'll put it next to... We'll put it here in Saba. Although the problem with Saba is the lack of workforce in Saba. That's the only issue with Saba. Saba has no offer. Has no people to work with there. So I think we'll put them in Karif. Actually, we have so many extra workers in Benifa. I'll put you in Benifa. Fine. Hotel. Put it over here in the capital.
Hotels can provide a substantive source of income for Basenji if you've taken time to ensure this nation is fit for tourists. Hotel revenue depends on the hotel's rating. Based on its amenities and proximity to tourist-attracting buildings, the attractiveness of the area it is placed in, which can be reviewed using the attractiveness lens in the lower left, and how generally appealing the country is to tourists. A lot of things can kill a successful hotel industry and turn your thriving business into a money sink. You should probably think about keeping our military conquests far away from our fragile foreign tourists. If tourism is your thing, consider investing in airports, beaches, and foreign campaigns to attract people to Basenji.
Keep the military away from it. There's a military base right there. Attractiveness lens. Yeah, that's attractive there, but that's pretty much the only thing that's attractiveness around there. Okay, you chill out over there, infantry.
Excellency.
Excellency. Okay, where's Nayan? Where's Drunk McDrunkerson? Drunk McDrunkerson.
Excellency. Excellency.
Right. Again, I need to go have your like revelation. Go have your revelation. Right.
Excellency.
Fine. 2 points left over. We spent money improving this turn. Put that road there. Fine. Diplomacy. Am I exporting to cap anything? 65. That's exactly what we have spare, isn't it? That's what we have spare? Yes, so we have spare. As long as if we have capacity issues in export. Same there. There, we're going to start producing next turn, hopefully. Same thing there. Tourism data. Agenda's 56%. Parking, no. Luxury, no. Hotel Majimara. A 1-star hotel. You're a foreign affairs, which is going to be bloody the driver, isn't it? I'm going to have no choice. This is going to be the only person I can sub. This is going to be that bloody driver. Public. I can put a public garden nearby. You want parking, parking and luxury. So we can put ourselves. I mean, entertainment. We can put a beach resort. We have a market. We can put a casino down as well. We could just put a casino down as well. We'll start with a public garden. How about that? We'll start with a public garden. One per town. We'll put that there. So are you happy with the that existing now? It's gone up to 8 stars now. 2 stars. Attractiveness has gone up. Absolutely. Of course, the garden gets split by Skytrains. The assistance has gone up quite a bit. I'm not going to build it now. I just want to see how big is a nature preserve. Okay. Anyway, I think we're done for this turn. There's nothing else I particularly need. Okay. Let's slow that down a bit. Kalshar is asking for funds to help fight extremism within their borders. They blame us for the increased boldness of non-state terror cells in their own country, stating that the continued growth of the Basenji Liberation Front risks destabilizing the entire region. Excuse me? Excuse me. I have been crushing the Basenji Liberation Front with every opportunity. Giving them the stability in relationships will help, though. So I'll take that. They don't care. They don't want the money. They care here. It's just certain. This will happen. And to be fair, it's a pretty good way to get... I'm earning more than that a month. I've been driving them into Koshara, I guess, sure. I'm actually tempted to give them what they want. Because A, it means they like us, and it means that they like us with money, because it's difficult to spend money to make them like us. And we're stable as well. We can afford that. We can afford that without too much of a problem, because we're making, what, 130 a month now? Something along those lines? Yeah. Well, we'll help them out. We'll help you out. Objective complete. Reward. New policy unlocked. Loyalty increased. Minister favor. You're all happy now. What's happened? You are happy because you got... Yay! Give me Liberation Day parades. We'll turn that on for 2. And go back to working on this. So Liberation Day parades. That's a weird one, but the people celebrate our troops as they march proudly through the streets of Majimara. The expensive parade, but one that unites our people. I don't understand why that's a 2 per turn. Are we having one every day? Don't understand that one, but anyway, it makes everyone happier, so everyone happier is me happier, so let's do that. Lovely. What hit your prosperity? You're trending to 10. What happened down to the +5 there? 1 per month. We have a Liberation Day every month. Every month there's a Liberation Day. And workers' comp, which costs me 3 a turn. I don't understand why that increases corruption. I'll take health access. That can go up a bit. We'll turn on workers' comp. Where does the money go? What's it? That's disability payments. I guess, yeah. I mean, I could counter that with regulating cryptocurrency, I suppose. They'll offset some of that, but fine. Let the manager decide. Honestly, you can decide your own stuff now, because I have no idea what you want. Not a clue what you want to give me at this point. Right, so, are we producing this our own now? We're producing 44. Okay, have you been able to smelt 2 worth? You can smelt 130. In fact, you can smelt both of these. Okay, so, food's coming in. We're importing 28 food. That's fine. We're producing excess there. That's fine. What's the limiting cost of gold? Because the extra gold is being diverted. We're not exporting gold anymore. We never were. But we need more gold, because the gold is the limiting factor at the moment. Can I increase my bauxite imports? Who am I importing bauxite? Zarbil, hi. Can we increase our bauxite imports from you? No. Damn. Who? I can import from Uzbekistan. Negotiate trade. Give me some bauxite, please. Bam. You're stable and we're friendly, so we're good and happy with ourselves. You're currently unstable, Zarbil. It's a shame, but... Okay, fine. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna have increased production for... In fact, hang on, if we do that... Can I siphon off again? Okay, where's our bauxite smelter? Split that up. Split that a bit. You're making 60 a turn. If we can split that up a bit, it's going to benefit because we could start importing less there as well. The more if we have extra aluminium going into the smelters, we import less aluminium. More bauxite going to smelters, we have import less aluminium for that point of that. That's going to help us out there. A little bit more gold. Can you get another gold mine down? The gold mine down here. Construct mine right next to that village. Sorry, buddy. And we will build road. Right, how are we doing on this again? That's now... Huh. It's fixed itself. This is what it should look like. That needs to get improved a bit. Okay, how are we doing here? Bum, 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 bum. Is that going down? Why has everyone gone slightly down? Excuse me? Why has it gone down, people? What happened in the last little bit that you've dipped slightly? It's everyone's gone. My approval has as a whole gone down. Why has my approval as a whole gone down? Your prosperity is tending upwards. Sometimes, possibly, yeah. Hopefully that's on now. When that triggers on as well, the whole improvement there as well. Everyone loves that. You're doing temporal displacement. That's amusing to me. You're doing spectrum audition. Because Karik is mostly secular, mostly conservative. Okay, good point. Where do we have the most communists? Saba is almost entirely conservative, which is why we have issues in Saba. That's fine. Karik is less conservative. Karif is entirely liberal and communist, and Rumai is mostly conservative as well. So we have two places that are mostly liberal, and then everywhere else is mostly conservative. Yeah, how's the tourism coming along? 8 return. So actually, our budget is at the moment at 158 because tourism is good. Okay, fine. Alright, so let's get Mr. Cleric to have your drink.
Okay.
Yes.
Still no BLF, so I'm happy with that.
Excellency,
Move over here.
Yes.
Move down here, just say that you did. Any policy changes I want to do? See, how long? 1 month. Next month, we get to put a farmer in charge of our foreign affairs. Next month, we put a farmer in charge of our foreign affairs. That's what happened next month. That's the showcase for next month. The farmer who was inside the mech we shot down in turn 1 is going to be in charge of our foreign affairs. Good gravy.
Yes.
Farm these. There you go. I like that. Yeah. I see you. That's good. That's good. I like it. That's a good one. We're gonna farm the reputation. Hells to the air. And attractiveness. No, I don't need a point. Am I doing anything else here? Can I export? No, we're not making enough. But we could be making enough next turn. So hey, we will negotiate a potential export of our goods. A potential export of our goods to you. We're exporting everything. We are literally having full-on trade with Estejan here. Full-on trade. Like, everything they can import to us, they are importing to us. Everything that... The point is, like, we're no longer... That import isn't happening. Because we're not using it. We are making enough of our own. But we are definitely importing aluminium. We are definitely importing bauxite. We are definitely importing a bit of food. Not much, we're importing a little bit of food from them. And from Kalshara as well. We are importing gold. And we are not importing it. Yeah, we're selling everyone else. We potentially will be selling some consumer electronics. We're definitely selling some gold ore to them. No, we're not. We're using all our gold ore. So we're exporting some of our luxury goods. We are exporting a lot of oil, I suspect. 78 oil is being exported to between Zarbil and Extajan, and we're exporting some processed foods as well. You know what? We've got nothing else to do. Make a move. Get there faster, please. Excellency.
Okay.
Have your religious moment there, please.
Excellency.
You literally can't move onto the tile. You can't get onto that. Oh, for God's sake! Fine. I wanted to go to have one of the mountains. Have one in the middle of a crossroads because that's a perfect position to have it. Or you go into the middle of the desert. There's the one in the middle of the desert there, right?
Excellency.
That one there. Whichever. And the last point of the day is going to be. Let's see. Keep moving around. I'm going to send these backwards and forwards because. No idea if that makes a difference, but we're going to keep them moving. Okay, mortar, infantry, airborne, airborne. Airborne needs to be here. Here's armor and stuff like that. Infantry, no problem. Infantry over there. Armor can go up there. Mortar's kind of here. Fine. Karif having traffic issues now. That was the road there. We dealt with that. Attractiveness lens. I mean, it works okay out here. So yeah, you love me. You love me. You kind of like me. You kind of, it's fine. You just want to improve that a little bit. A little bit of improvement. Just a teensy little bit of improvement. Not much, just a little bit. Tiny one, a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. You know what? Fine. I don't need to spend the last point. I don't need to spend my last point. I can do it. If the clerk is offered fiddle at that crossroad, things might get interesting. Point well made. Excellency, Basenji women are requesting financial vouchers from our government to pay for the cost of childcare. I think you should support us on this one. Yes. Absolutely. Take care of your children. This is important. I can take 2 a month for a year. Not a problem. Approval of all citizens in Sabah. Okay, so Karik, 48. That's just 50, so it's slightly going up. Sabah, you want to get that to 58. You want to get that up by 10 as well, but it's still right. So you did temporal displacement. No idea what that's going to do in the long run, but well done. Give me anti-tank missiles. Might as well just boom. Nothing else to work on right now. Hang on. Quick checking of the important stuff. Intelligence officer. I haven't seen the BLF in a while, actually. In a wheel. I've not seen the BLF in a while. Sabah is 50%. Oh, you are 49%. I misselected, didn't I? You are, in fact, 49%. Get your approval up. Ouch. So how'd that work out? We're still slightly importing. Hang on, 61. What? Oh, it is 61 because we are actually. Okay, so we are exporting gold again because we're not smelting. We can smelt to 140. So we have a. Okay, hold on. Let's have a quick gander here. So we're importing a lot of aluminium. We're smelting all of that. We're sending 40 over there because you're currently. You're split, aren't you? Split. So I need more. I need another gold smelter because we're currently mining 195, out of which I can only smelt 140. So I need a second gold smelter. Point the first. Cleric, go have your drink.
Okay.
Go ahead. So go be offered a fiddle in the crossroads. See what our first faith experience is going to be. Oh. The cleric encounters Walid Hassan, a 14-year-old boy with allegedly miraculous healing power. Volunteering at a hospital, he pulls his texts of the old ways and prays with patients with severe and terminal diagnoses. In almost all cases, the patients make anticipated recoveries that cannot be explained by their doctors. Locals are quick to put the boy on a pedestal, and our faith assembly has noted a marked increase in membership. Walid is, as in all other respects, a typical teenager, but his inexplicable gift has turned Basenji into a nation of believers. Inspired himself, the cleric adopts the Edict of Conversion. So what is the Edict of Conversion? Secular citizens within 6 tiles of a cleric have a low likelihood of being converted to religious citizens. I mean, through this, I mean, we could go to, I mean, we did secular education. If we go to religious education entirely, that might be a thing we can get away with. Cleric time to have a second interesting situation. Let's see. It shows us the AOE as well, which is helpful, I suppose. It's currently off, so that we're not currently converting, but it's a direction we could go. I mean, that cleric needs to start practicing its whoa noises, but that's something we could do. We could do a full hello, surveyor. You are nuts, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I'm actually gonna do a bypass here because that's what's giving us problems. Road. Give us a quick bypass there. Thank you very much. Just a quick little bypass there. Road there. Road there. With a bypass, you can bypass that entirely. So anyone going up there doesn't have to go through Quayfall to do it. It can get past there. Again, I'm just surprised there's no BLF. I guess maybe I've got too much stuff. Anyway, Foreign Affairs. Hi. Appoint a minister. Bashti Morkos. From Rumai. Oh, Bashti. You are literally the only person that can put here. I'm assuming until I die and more of the roguelike progression happens. And I unlock some more ministers. Bashti Morkos, welcome. Welcome to being my Ministers of Foreign Affairs. I cannot believe that's what we're doing right now, but hey, you are now in charge. The Foreign Affairs. Why? Why are you in charge of my Foreign Affairs? Oh, good heavens. Right, foreign aid. You can now spend money to stabilize oil cartel. Joins a cartel of oil producing and exporting countries. I join OPEC, basically. Free trade policy. Museum exchanges. Share our prize in international culture with the first and receive foreign. That's cool. I'll work on that. Chickenistani dictionary. You don't need one until you do. A dictionary to interpret the various clucks and pecks of Emperor Roosty II. Hey, buddy. Truth, justice, freedom, reasonably priced love, and a hard-boiled egg. Absolutely. Maybe, just maybe, I'll have a hard-boiled egg. That is a fantastic book about ballet. That is probably my favorite book of the series. Night Watch is one of my most favorite books ever. Involving some of my most favorite characters ever. It looks good on mainstream media. And Thud. Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. Nightwatch and Thud are both fantastic. They're both absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I've read Snuff, but I didn't get as much out of it as I did Nightwatch and Thud. Which are, if people who don't aware, they're Terry Pratchett books. Rip Terry Pratchett. So what do we have here? Foreign aid, oil cartel, Chickenistani dictionary. I don't understand this one. There's something about this game and chickens that I have not figured out. Washington DC embassy. We build an embassy in Washington DC. We build an embassy in Moscow. We build an embassy in Beijing. Climate accord. Basenji will join an international accord committing us to reducing our reliance on fossil fuel technologies. The cost of operating oil power plants will greatly increase, but our international prestige will grow. Yeah, Snuff is quite dark. Snuff is a lot darker. Well, chronologically, Snuff happens after Thud. So, like, Thud, there's a lot of stuff in Snuff that, you know, they have to deal with stuff that happened in Thud a lot. I think when Snuff was written, I think Snuff was published after Terry Pratchett revealed his Alzheimer's diagnosis, I think. So like his focus in writing had changed a lot at that point. Not bad, but he changed the things that he thought were important. Maritime Accord. Permit U.S. interests to expect ships in Basenji waters for health and safety infractions. Anti-piracy initiative. Repeal the kafala system. Basenji will repeal the kafala system, a means by which migrant laborers are monitored and controlled by their employers. Basenji employers may no longer withhold wages, abuse or mistreat workers, or trade workers to other employers. I gain money from this, but prosperity goes down. That's definitely happening. This beautiful Basenji. We will fund a giant tourism campaign to bring young, attractive people to our exotic beaches. Spared no expense. Our hotels will be the epitome of luxury for foreign tourists. Increases the rating of the hotel by 1. Night parties. The evenings are a celebration of lights and sound as both locals and tourists come out to play. Permits greater financial investment into provincial tourism budget than previous limits. And immigration incentives. Provide commercial financial incentives for foreigners to become legal permanent residents of Basenji. Okay. We're gonna do that at least. That's happening. That's happening. That seems to be happening as well. That seems to be happening as well. Most of the stuff over here I'm happy with. Climate Accord. Anti-piracy can happen as well, I suppose. Capalysis is definitely happening. That's definitely happening. Spare no expense is probably okay to happen as well, because increasing the rating by 1 for only 2 a turn probably helps me out financially a lot. Anyway, it's gonna take forever if you do anything. Just start music, start there, and you know, have fun, I suppose. Just do what you can, Bashti. Just do what you can, buddy. Thumbs up all around. Okay. What's attractiveness? Attractiveness is super high here, right? Attractiveness is really high here. What did I say I was going to do? Approval in Karik. In Karik. We could go ahead and build like a nature preserve. It means everyone happy a bit. Holy place. We can build a holy place here now, can't we? It has to be built in a place where they have occurred. What does it actually do for us? Holy places, increase religious approval. This map reminds me of Jagged Lines 2. It does actually, yeah, you're not wrong. You know what? I've been curious for ages about what this does. Let's find out. What does a... There's only one in Basenji, so we'll put it somewhere over here. Maybe central Basenji here. The propaganda facility right in the middle of Basenji. Right slap bang in the middle of Basenji. What do you do, O propaganda facility? Propaganda? Broadcasting entertainment. Pro-Russian rhetoric. Pro-American rhetoric. Anti-atheist rhetoric. Okay, it just does that stuff. Do entertainment then, fine. A bit... I was wondering it was going to be a little bit better than that, but it's just specifically boost something. I guess what it can do is if you need to raise a specific group's worth. I mean, what I could do is... Well, if you can't do... You can do like conservative, liberal, religious, atheist. So secular, religious, conservative, liberal. You can't do pro-Chinese. I was wondering, since they're going to increase both Karik and Saba, they're both mostly conservative, aren't they? Well, they are by definition, because Karif and Benefit are the ones that aren't. So... conservatives. Yeah, so between the pair of them, they are 50% of all conservatives in the country. This is set 2025, buddy. This is set, like, at the moment, we're currently 3 years in the future. Russia is not, it's modern. This is set post like Arab Spring and stuff. So yeah, we'll do conservative rhetoric and see what that does. Flying cars then? Not necessarily flying cars, but there's definitely mechs. Deus Ex Machina is a time machine. That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna build the complete distance site. And construct in small mountains. Up in the north of the country. In the north of the country. See, how much does it... It requires employment, correct? It requires two jobs. That's gonna raise... I'm gonna have to build another power plant after this. Right. We'll build a distance site into that mountain site as well.
At the UN today, American diplomats are calling upon Basenji to reveal the intended purpose of what is alleged to be a massive construction project within a mountain. To date, Basenji has been coy around the subject, yielding varying explanations that range from a neutrino research lab to an extravagant water park.
Yes, this is now Wet and Wild. We have here. Phase 1. Nuclear fuel is moved from the nuclear power plant to the clandestine facility in small increments where it is stockpiled. Will increase your likelihood of detection by international inspectors. Phase 2. Nuclear stockpile is passed through centrifuge cascades where it is enriched to weapons grade. Requires completion of Phase 1. Will increase your likelihood of detection by international inspectors. Requires a seaport to be actively smuggling controlled goods. Phase 3. A weapon of mass destruction will be manufactured and tested using weapons grade uranium. Requires completion of Phase 2. Will likelihood inspire of detection in international inspectors. Excellency, what are you doing? Take your hand off of there. Oh my god, that's amazing. Launch WND. I mean, the bad is, you can't be. Cyber warfare. Interfere with US elections, steal Russian cryptocurrency, acquire Chinese blueprints. So, interfere with the upcoming US federal election with a view to empowering a government more favorable to entrance. Color FFCC00, manipulation or operation color 6 months, completion likelihood 15%, minor success 30%, failure 45%. So you can interfere with Russian elections. We can steal Russian cryptocurrency. No, wait. Likelihood of success 5%, minor success 25%. That's 30. Failure likelihood 6. That's meant to be 60. Because 5, 25, and 10 is 40. That's meant to be 60. And Chinese blueprints. Steal schematics for an advanced military drone from the yeah, okay, fine. So do we have a building of the secret construction time machine. Building on the research conducted in the area of the Basenji scientists theorize we can use this time machine to take a snapshot in time. I can build a time machine if I had the power to do so. I need to have more power supplies. I'm going to build more solar next turn. We'll build some solar. We should make car cams mandatory and sell ultimate driving fails compilations. Can I do something with that? Hang on, can I do that? Permit self-driving cars. That's something we can do. Which increases entertainment. That's technically what we're doing, right? Lowers public safety, but increases entertainment. It's functionally exactly what you want. We can deregulate taxes as well, but screw that noise. Do we allow Uber? Increases Basenji approval. I do need my approval to go up. I do need my approval to go up. So this increases hang on. This increases tourism investments. This increases education investment. This doesn't have a specific thing attached to it, I don't think. This increased the Prosperity investments. Cyber division. Decrease the likelihood. You can work on that at some point as well. Actually, you just started that, so work on that instead. We just it's a lie because we can't invest militarily. So, citizen, you must have something you can do to help. Statues galore, day of prayer. Because you would be you wouldn't be education. You're doing education spending. Advanced technologies. That's health spending. Okay, that's health spending there. So you have prosperity spending in tax credits. We have security spending must be in defense. Surely it must be in defense. No, just justice would be. No, there isn't. Huh, there doesn't seem to be a natural resources has. Don't know. Not a clue. Not a clue. Anyway, last point. What's going to be our last point?
Excellency.
Move up.
Okay.
And go there. Boom. Next turn, have a move. Go past our radio station there. I wonder why that's done. I want to see on the bar graph how that's if I can increase conservative support without affecting liberal support, that'd be fantastic. I don't think that's the case. Excellency, health inspectors have found that a quarter of Basenji farmers are not following national regulations regarding the safe handling and packaging of meat products. They're asking us to respond, but if this report leaks, it could severely impact our food industry. Increase farmers' fines for non-compliance. No, you do properly stuff. You got money to spend. You have to go for commodity prices in food and processed food. Slight dip, fine. Address the nation. Oh, I've got a. I can address the nation. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, hang on. So that's gone. Has that changed at all? 48. It's gone down. That's gonna. Okay, so conservatives and liberals. That's gone down slightly. It's gone up a bit. Because I'm not entirely sure that's even helping me. So we're gonna go back to regular stuff. Go back to the entertainment. Okay, so let's look at the numbers here. We're exporting gold. I need to make the smeltery, right? We need to make a second gold smeltery. A second gold smeltery. At the moment. Okay, second gold smeltery. Identity cards. Hurrah. Turn that on because apparently everyone likes that. Not entirely sure why, but sure. Jusali. Steve's Crave History Week. Statues Galore Day of Prayer. I mean, I'm not going to turn it on. We're going to start working on it. Start working on that. How long is we have left? 9 months for you. 7 months for you. Right. Cleric.
Excellency. Okay.
Find out what the hell that one is. Again, quick check. I would love there to be a BLF base now, but there doesn't seem to be one at the moment, unfortunately. I would love to have a BLF base at the moment. It make my life so much easier. You in the place? Right. Have an experience. Have a religious experience. The cleric visits an impoverished rural hamlet and learns the history of Jalal Murad, a shepherd who happened to win a notable sum in the national lottery last year. His winnings were sufficient to live comfortably for the rest of his days, but upon collecting it, he shared it evenly with every member of his hamlet. Divided a few thousand ways, the money did not do much to improve the lives of the people he shared it with, but it did bring a moment of happiness. When the cleric finally caught up with Jalal and asked why he did it, he replied, "For me, to win, it means so many others had to lose. It is written in the old ways that the virtue of selflessness is most tested when we have the most to lose. So I immediately knew that I had to share this wealth with everyone I met." The cleric, inspired by the story, adopts the Edict of Minimalism, which is... Edict of Minimalism. Religious citizens within 6 hours of a cleric will experience no unhappiness due to a low provincial prosperity score. Well, no one's low provincial prosperity at the moment, so it's fine. How slow are you going? You were going slow. Again, importing 34. We need to make... Okay, address the nation. What does this actually do? Address the nation. Excellency. From our propaganda facility, we may address the nation and make a commitment to improve daily life on any number of topics. What we say and how we say it will have an immediate effect, but if we fail to deliver on our promises, this will come back to haunt us. Okay, so what do you want up here in Karik? What are you looking for? Mr. Bilal's out of touch. Guess you're not wrong. It's tropical speech time. Okay. All of you are upset that because we are like promoting the equality of Karifi and stuff like that. You're really rough. Mr. Belil is out of touch. That doesn't help me. You got to raise that work. So you're happy. Change the Ministry of Cultural Policies. Conservative propaganda is obnoxious. Fair enough. I removed it. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get rid of that. Don't worry about it. Karif should be an independent country. Because that's what you're working towards. Fine. Fallujah. What could we affect the quickest, the best? What could we flick on the easiest here? Like, what could we do and actually improve the best on? My God, my English is atrocious. You know what I mean. What could we do to improve everything? Honestly, if I say I can review budgets. If I say we're going to improve conservation, I can just chuck a bunch of money into conservation and say we're going to improve that and be done that way, which I am very tempted to do. Okay, so anyway, we're going to address the nation. Hi. We are going to be working towards what's the least possible security threats, environment, health access, education access, misery. Misery is difficult because everyone's super high prosperity already, so getting that higher is a problem. The things that can make the biggest impact on is probably going to be either security, entertainment will be the biggest one, but environment. Tone. Presidential? There you go. So education access. We can be presidential, calm, confident, and thoughtful. Your message is meant for everyone to hear and thus speaking to nobody in particular. Self-praise. We can't do that because we're apologists. Writing high on your successes will inspire rationale. If they agree with you, you've done great things. If they don't, you will be disconnected from reality. Self-criticism. Humble and honest, your ministers will appreciate your humility about many failures, thus taking the pressure off them. Blame ministers. Frame yourself as besieged by greedy and corrupt politicians, and the people will believe it. The ministers, on the other hand. So basically, improve. This is not clear. This is not clear. I mean, I can't just need to be revisionist or need to be nationalist to do these things. I assume this means improve your own standing. Ministers take a loyalty hit. Decrease your own standing. Ministers get a loyalty boost. Self-praise. You get a loyalty boost upon people who like you and a loyalty loss in people who don't. And presidential probably means neutral. Everyone gets that. Security threats, presidential. Improve publicity by 2 points. Improve international security by 2 points. Improve diplomatic by 2 points within 8 months, 4 months. Okay, hang on. Think about this. Okay, I can see what we're doing here. That would be... Okay, that's difficult. Education access. Improve education by 2 points within 8 months. Can I do education within 4 months? Okay, how many? What's our average education right now? Diplomacy. What diplomacy was it? Demographics. My actual education's 5 at the moment. So I need to increase it to 7 within 4 months. How would I do that within 4 months? I would go into review budget and basically I'd whack education up to like 7 potentially. Everywhere. Across the board, I take it up to 7. At which point we can also build museums, education access. Everywhere that doesn't have one, we can build a museum. I need to build power as well. I need to build some wind farms somewhere. Everywhere. I haven't got a university. Actually, who has university stuff? You're doing that. When you're done with that, we're going to research university down here. Okay. That's the plan. Education, access, presidential, increase education by 2 points within 4 months. Or 8 months. Hang on, cancel. I've got 7 months for this. This is why I don't want to do that. I've got 7 months for that. The sub has 9 months. So can I do 2 points of education in 4 months? That's gonna be my challenge. Is doing 2 points of education in 4 months. It's April 2025, which means May, June, July, August. 2 points. How are we doing here? Your education is at 5. Your education's at 5. Limited education is causing issues. Museums, buildings there. Your education's at 6. Your education's at 8.1. Your education's at 5. So limited education, if we go to... It would temporarily suck, but we went secular. The religious would go down. It would cost me a ton of money as well, because we go from -6 to -19. That would increase education access across the board. Because this is currently giving me education down, so just shifting away from that would give me a huge boost. Oh, just switching to that would give me a huge boost. It'll cost me double. So that would be a boost over there. No, don't know. I think I have to wait a turn anyway. I think I'm going to over-prepare and go for it. So I've got 6 points left over. I am going to build a wind farm because I need to. I'll put a wind farm in a place that doesn't have many rurals in it at all, because we have the lack of demographics. What's the demographic? No, I want to go for rural. Benefa has the least rural, so I'm going to put a wind farm in Benefa. They don't mind too much. Build a wind farm somewhere in Benefa. Like, down... We can put it over here, can't we? Put one over there. Bam, done. The wind farm there. Wind farm online. Producing power. The rural don't like it. There's literally there are 1, 2, 3 villages in Benifa. Literally. That's fine. That's gonna give me some power. Right. Address the nation. Education access. Presidential. Within 4 months, we're gonna increase education by 2 points. Within 4 months. Confirm. I'll be honest, it was largely ignored by the people. They didn't care about that up last. The Liberals like it a little bit more, but no one else really cared. Great. Brilliant. Well, we have to 8 points in Basenji. To 8. 8. What 8? It's on 5. Fine. Whatever. We've committed to this bit now. We have 4 months to commit to do this. So we're going to switch to secular schools. Religion's going to take a hit. 4 months. Secular... Because flip-flopping is bad. Flip-flopping is bad. We don't want to do that. We've got secular schools on now. So you're now trending to 6.5. Regional budgets are going to go up across the board as well. We're going to go up to 4 at first. And Karif is already super high. Karif is at 8 already. So I'm actually going to increase the ones that are at 5 will go up to 7. We'll confirm the changes there. Has that changed what education is going to go? Your education is going to go up to 8.5. Beautiful. The regional budget is doing fantastic work here. Hopefully it changes fast enough. Education is trying to get to 10 there. Everything will be at least 8 now. Everything's going to be at least 8. So, can we do this in 4 turns? Right. What else do I need to do? I need to do myself a favor, and we need to make ourselves some more gold, don't we? We need another smelter. Another gold smelter needs to go somewhere. Gold smelter needs to pop into... What do you actually want? I mean, I wish I could tell, because a lot of what they want is like, what do we want? Yeah, you want, all they want is basically my ministers to change, and I'm literally not allowed to change my ministers. I don't like Badur. Why? Because he's from Karif. It's like, great, well done. Congratulations. You love Mr. Badur? You love Badur and you're ethnically Karifi. Well done you, I like you. So ethnic Basenji. Some ethnic Basenjis actually love, but here you go. There you go. There you go. If you're a liberal and Basenji, you like Badur. If you're conservative in Basenji, you don't like Badur. Because you're a liberal Karifi. If you're conservative, you don't like, even is a real problem. Really? Okay, fine. Sure. I can't do anything about that, can I? I mean, I literally can't. I can't change my ministers. That's part of the rules. 3 points left. So if I'm going to put a smelter down, where am I going to put a smelter? I'm going to put a smelter in beneath. Smelter. Right up here. That's probably a mistake, putting it right in the middle of the road. Still smelting gold bars for me, thank you very much. How are we doing on the death roads? Is that a death road? I can't improve. That's a good question. I want to find out with the cleric. I wonder if the cleric can keep going to places.
Excellency.
And maybe finding, because it seems to be that there's interesting ways. So if there's a religious experience, I'm not sure how we're going to get that one, because you can't walk on there. I'm not sure how you're supposed to get to that.
Excellency.
The cleric can't walk there. You go over there, please.
Excellency.
Because if there is a religious edict that says conservatives become liberal, I'm turning that on so fast you wouldn't believe. I'm not quite thinking, what did you? Pretty much. I was like, huh? What happened there? I'm not entirely sure why you're applauding me, but sure, thank you. I'm very happy about it. Right. Review budget. I'm actually going to. I'm going to invest. I'm going to invest a bit. I'm going to invest a bit here. Which is going to improve my investments by 4, so we're getting a little bit more extra a month. And the last point is going to be what exactly? Because we're building more smellers. Ah. One last buildy build. One last buildy build. What do I get to give to you? Okay, what do you really want here? Public safety. I can't build anything that gives you public safety. Unless I build an FOB. I don't think an FOB increases public safety, I would say so. Health. Why is your health so low? You usually have. You're one of the few places that has an air that has a trending to 5.3. What happened? Why is your environment taking a tank so hard? Saba, what on earth happened to your... Why are you tanking so hard? What's expired here? Something's expired here. Yeah, my environment's taking a massive tank, and I don't know why that is. To 4.8 to 3.3. 3.3. Bloody hell! What's happened? What's expired here? There's no reason. There's no recent events. Don't know what's happening there. No, they're completely. There are. If I go to demographics and go to, I guess by province. No, sorry, go for this. See, one person will either be, you know, like Basenji, Karifi, or immigrant. They will have a political view. They will have a religious stance, and they'll have a residence. Like they'll have to be one of these, but they're not linked at all. You can have secular conservatives. You can have liberal religious people. You can have rural secular liberals. You can have conservative urban Karifi stuff. Like, there is no limitations. There are 4 things that a person is, and that is irrelevant otherwise. The person here, for example, you are because you're in a town, because I clicked here, you're in a town, so you're all automatically urban. Urban, conservative, secular, Karifi. Rural, conservative, religious, Basenji. Rural, liberal, secular, Basenji. Rural, conservative, secular, legal immigrant. So there is no implicit link. For example, if I go to demographics and hop to by province, sorry, provincial statistics. Hang on. I'm looking for this. Kind of. So Benifa is a mostly Basenji, liberal, religious, urban. Benifa, the main city, is mostly liberal, mostly urban, mostly religious, mostly Basenji. Saba is kind of more urban now. That's changed slightly. More conservative, more Basenji, more religious. Karik, very secular, very urban, very conservative, Basenji. Karif, almost entirely Karifi, surprise, surprise. Very religious, very liberal, very rural. And Rumai is very Basenji, very conservative, very secular, very rural. So if they are religious conservatives, you improve. If the person is both religious and conservative, and I improve religious, that's fine. Improving religious would not have a secular conservative. I think people are done like by an average of all the stuff that they got. If I go, for example, to a mortar here, if I go urban Basenji liberal secular person. So Basenji citizen, urban liberal secular. Okay, so if you go to, where are we? We are in Karik. Demographics, provincial statistics, Karik. So urban is 47%. Secular is 49%. Conservative is 40%, so 47, 49, so we're currently at about 45-ish, maybe a little bit higher. And urban, secular, conservative, Basenji, 48. So I'd guess that person to be... what was the person that... Urban, secular, conservative, Basenji. Why are you 34%? I guess there's a random one involved. Well, Karif is the other group. Yeah, Karif is the most communists. I think Karif has the most plutocrats. I think. Rumai has equal numbers. Benifa has actually more communists than plutocrats. Saba is got more plutocrats, and I think so. Karif is actually slightly more, and Karif and Benifa are very communist. Rumai is more equal. Saba is plutocrat. No, Saba has a little bit of equals. We have a ton of legal immigrants. We have a little bit of legal immigrants. I think the only places that have immigrants are Saba and Benifa. Actually, hang on. If I go to demographics for the whole country, whole nation, I only have 3 illegal immigrants in the entirety of the country. A population of 500 and a bit. 621. It's gone up quite a bit, actually. So I only have 3 illegal immigrants, which is assuming essentially that there's 2 of them are in Benifa, and then there's only 1 in Saba. Let's do our last action point of the evening, and then I'll call it. So what's the last action point going to be? I wish it was VU. I wish I could have a drink over there. I also want to find out how the hell I'm going to get you to that one, because I generally have no idea how I'm going to do that. What are you doing? Are you doing anything specific? No. Do I want to build anything else? We built that. So we're going to get some more gold smelting, I believe. I've got set to gold, right? That's set to gold. Good. Set to gold. So we're going to have additional gold coming in, additional 40 gold coming in. Additional 40 gold coming in would give me potentially up to 87 supply chain, which could really help me out here. In fact, if I go here, and your job is entirely to supply the consumer market, because we're still at a profit here. It's intriguing that specifically it chooses to do it this way, but never mind. Right, anyway, last thing to do is going to be what? We can export to you. Well, potentially we can export to you some stuff there, but yeah. Yes, there is an option for that. If I go to foreign affairs, no, it's citizenship. There's the amnesty option that immediately turns every illegal immigrant into legal immigrant. But it basically pisses off Basenjis and legal immigrants. Everyone who went through the system. It's honestly, there's only 3 of them at the moment. We think we had this discussion last time as well. I don't think you were here for the Berk, about what is a legal immigrant. Like, because I think the game takes legal immigrant as person who has their green card, rather than person who has the right to stay but is not a citizen. Because there seems to be a step missing there of someone who has the right to live and work in the country, but is not a citizen of the country. Which maybe doesn't apply. Maybe other countries don't have that, but we had a lot here. Well, for example, like EU citizens in the UK, until recently, they could live in the country no problem whatsoever. They could work in the country no problem whatsoever. They couldn't vote. So for me, banning immigrant voting means that system, but I think the game thinks it means if you have a green card, you can't vote. You have to be born in this country to be able to vote. Illegal immigrant also means that you overstay with their visa. And that is a lot of illegal immigrants, because it's way easier to overstay your visa is to get to the country, into the country with that one. Yeah, that's what I would think, but I don't think the game believes it that way. I think there is a nomenclature issue I'm having with the game here, and I don't know what it means. I don't think it means what I mean. You can be in the visa. From what country do you have to be, though? That's the good question. What it means, yeah. So it has issues like that. Of what does the game mean by legal immigrant? That depends on your country of origin. If you say yeah, absolutely. There's several countries where if you overstay your visa, you are there illegally and you'll get kicked out. Anyway, I want to spend my last point. I don't want to just end it. I want to spend my last point on something. You know what? We're building a farm. Don't want to do? We build a farm. Okay, who are we going to build a farm? We're going to build a farm in Karif because there's so much good land here. 80, it's what, 99, that's 90 over there. Build a farm right next to the oil refinery. How about that? Do it. 95. Construction. Actually, I can't, because if I build a farm here, I can't connect it to things, so it'll have to be like, actually, is there 99? There you go. Build a farm right there. Boop, farm. Anyway, there's a good point. Let's find out that. There's the extended tourist visa, which just allows tourists to stay a full year rather than typical 180 days. Alright, let's wait for the turn to flip over, do the event, see how we are doing on the education front, see how much things leapt up. Oh wow, really? No event? Good heavens. Okay, how are people going? Environments, I don't know what happened to environment. Education, trending up. 8.5, 10, 8.5. So we've gone up to 6. We've definitely gone up to 6. I mean, we've definitely gone up to 6. So we need to hit 8 within the next 3 turns. Approval is going up. You've got 6 turns to get that to 59, but approval is going up. It's up there. And I think we call it there. Actually, hang on. I know I want to call it there, but I also want to see what the hell we have over here. This game is also very much the one more turn syndrome of like, I want to do this one last, please. Can I have this one last thing, please? Right, what is your little story we're going to have before we end the episode? Episode stream, you know what I mean. The cleric encounters Sani Matala, a Saudi immigrant who runs a small restaurant. We're literally in the middle of Saudi Arabia. On a daily basis, he feeds any homeless or needy person who enters his restaurant and asks for help. One of the line cooks at his restaurant recounts that he gave away over 10,000 meals last year. When the cleric asked about his generosity, Sani replies, "The texts of the old ways clearly state that our virtue is measured by how we uplift those in most need of kindness. I did not come to Basenji to become wealthy. I came so that I could live here with my spouse. My goal, my dream, is to do as much good as I can in a country that has accepted me with open arms. The clerk considers the anti-immigrant sentiments held by many in Basenji and is inspired to produce the Edict of Immigration. One more turn, please. That sounds fun. What does that do? Religious citizens within 6 tiles of a cleric are more tolerant of illegal immigrants in their same... I'll turn it on, sure, because there's literally only one... There are literally only illegal immigrants, like, in these 2 districts. And where are you going to head off to? No, fine. Fine. Return. We're going to send you on your way to the next one, which is down... There's one up there, one down there. You know, go up there. Go into the desert and do the Oasis one over there. More turn. Only one. No, right? It's horrible. I played this on release, but I had to put it on hold because the state it wasn't released. I should check it out again. It's been totally far from me. Oh, hang on. This looks good. Yes. Yes, please, Queen. We are producing. We are exporting everything. We are exporting luxury goods. We are exporting consumer electronics. We are exporting household appliances. We are exporting processed food, and we have some food as well. We're not exporting food because we don't need to. But we're not importing food anymore. We are not importing food anymore. Glorious. Fan-bloody-tastic. We actually have 20 extra food there. Things have gone well. We're an exporter now. We are growing. Our country is populous. We are making way more money with progressive taxes than we would ever make with a regressive one. We're making an extra 32 a turn than we would with regressive stuff. So it's beautiful. The host should... Host Shroud. He has only 30k viewers. That's nothing. Anyway, I'm going to end it now. I'm not sure if anything's happening tomorrow. That's the good question. I'm not sure if anything's happening with... I've not heard anything about Gibbon Squad tomorrow, so no idea there. I'll be back on Wednesday. I want to go back. I've had someone on my Twitter timeline recently go back and play Wildermyth, so I kind of want to play Wildermyth again. So I might play Wildermyth on Wednesday. Because I want to play Wildermyth again, because that was so good. Am I back tomorrow? I don't know if I am back tomorrow. Then that depends entirely on whether or not Gibbon Squad are doing anything. But Wednesday, I think I'm going to do Wildermyth, because I loved Wildermyth at the time, and I want to do it again, because it was so much fun. So I think that's the plan for Wednesday. If there's anything going on tomorrow, I'll let the Discord know about it. So if you're not on my Discord, hop into my Discord. And let's retire. I don't want to retire. That's bad. I'll just go main menu it. Main menu it. We'll save it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Yusuf. And yeah, I'll be hopping out, and let's go raid somebody.